my mic, bro. righty. Wait, hold on 1 second. Forgot to turn my computer down. So how's everybody doing tonight? And if you're wondering why I'm modding a lot of people, because that's what I'm going to try to do, is everybody that I know that it's you, that's why I want you modded. So I know it's you and not a troll trolling you. And some other reasons, but yeah. I'm gonna try to go back to that plan again and see if it worked. So
I thought half of us were trolls.
I was to say I'm one, but I'm a good troll.
Absolutely.
Somebody call my name. Oh, wait a minute. That was somebody.
No, you're the worst troll ever. I forgot. Just stay muted.
Is that, if that's the real Matt, I'm gonna mod him because I want to make sure it's the real him. I unbanned him. I didn't know it is.
It is. Yep, and Mo also Mo.
All right. Let me give him a moderator so that way. Hey Matt. So we got a couple of things we want to go through tonight, and we're going to be using, like we're going to try to keep it like a rating of a movie. I guess we'll say what they call it, PG-13-ish, rated R-ish, right around that area. So we'll be using like initials for some things. But there's a big problem going around in a lot of communities right now. It's cyber flashing, if you will, or P-bombing. Everyone was on me. Oh, PatCon. Yeah, you being cool, man. I like your. Yeah, I'll give you a wrench, buddy, as long as you're cool, man. So we're gonna be talking about that. Also, if we're gonna be talking about the results of a trial that happened today, that poor dirt farmer, as we call him, P.D.F, is going to be discussing as well, and possibly Max, and a few other things. So that's what we're going to talk about, because and the reason why we put closed panel is for that very reason, because people are coming up and it shows that it may be somebody like it verifies it's them, but it's not. And they'll come up and you'll think it's, say, KC, for instance, say, I think it's really KC. And I say, okay, well, it's him. So I pull him up and then they get porn bombed and they strike your channel. Or take your channel down or strike it, whatever happens, So if there's some screen names that we all know about, some of from some of the videos that were put out that I did, I took on Not Lay Geno. He's also a porn bomb locksmith as well in the past, at least once, if not twice. He censors his face now because he says he's retired from porn bombing. And then I think P.D.F, Max have a few people they know of that they can also bring to your attention as well. So you got the floor there, gentlemen.
Go ahead, P.D.F. You know where to start that from.
First thing is, when someone does hit you with one of them flash bomb things, you want to call them, PB, whatever, you just put them back in the basement real quick. I mean, if you leave it up there for a long time, like 2 minutes or so, I'm not going to say that's an exact time, but somewhere around there, your channel will disappear forever. It'll be gone that quick. But so you don't want to let someone up and then walk away if you don't trust the person. I mean, I go to sleep I'll have 6 people on the panel. I'll go to bed. I know the people I have on my panels. I trust them with my channel. I have to.
We know a few people like that around here.
Yes, there's a lot of us.
As soon as it comes up, put them back down. Just drop them in the basement as fast as you see if they're doing it, and you won't have a problem. You can keep your stream going. Now, when you end it, it's a different story. But if I was in that position, I would just go ahead and end the stream, set it private, and start up another stream, just to be safe for your channel's sake. You know what I mean? Because they can report you. They'll report you and the timestamp.
They timestamp that and report you real fast at the same time.
The way it works is they'll have the report already opened up. this may or may not have happened in the recent past, to where you knew someone was going to do it, and you were waiting for them to do it. And as soon as they did it, you reported them, and then their channel's gone instead of yours.
Yep.
So it works both ways, but still, it's against the law. People think it's funny. It's really not. Max had his grandchildren porn bombed, and 3 little girls didn't, or little children like that don't need to have that flashed in their face. And
No.
people
7, 9, and 11-year-olds don't need it on a 70-inch TV when you're in a room that's not 18 plus. And when we have conversations on your panel there, PDF, we're not yelling and screaming and arguing. So I can have it on a TV so the family, because there's a couple of my family members that like you, so they can all see it.
Is that the real Hebrew Hammer?
No.
I mean, look, wait a minute. Don't say that, because that's my friend. We have a different.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
2
oh,
Hebrew
there's a
Hammers,
couple of them.
folks.
All right.
Yes, if this is the real one, we don't ban them anybody. This is somebody
PDF.
else.
Hold on, PDF will tell you. Hold on, I can grab my phone too. Hold on.
All right. I need to give him a
Yeah,
wrench.
the one we
That's-
know has a hammer in between.
Yes, that's definitely. Hey, that's definitely my friend.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
And
He's
he's
got
a
the
good
wrench.
guy. You ain't got to worry about him at all.
Yes.
He's
You're
our-
welcome.
He used to be the commissioner of our county. Well, the county right next to me. He was the commissioner.
And he used to am I allowed to say what he used to do? Kind of what we do, but in a more professional.
I'll send him a link.
All right.
Yeah, if you don't mind, he's a good guy.
Hey, Dusty.
Yo, believe it or not, man, there's probably about 1,000 Hebrew hammers out there, if not way
Yeah.
more.
Oh, tons. Yes. And then it's hard to, if you don't know for sure which one's who, then you could have problems.
Hey, Eric, welcome to the chat. Southwest Prey Catcher, known as SWPC now, everybody. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, why we haven't collabed yet. And it's because of me with my health and whatnot. So I'll touch on that a little bit later. Thanks for being here, man. And KC, dude, what's up, man? Casey, you can come up. Ed, if you're here, or Locksmith. I can only have up to 6. So I said closed panel. I should have reworded that a little bit better. It is a closed panel, but I'm only allowing certain people up. So,
Well, yeah, if someone wants to come up and just speak a couple words, you can always like put me down for a minute, like I'm saying, if you need a room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't mind.
I was going to say, and I've only got a few things I wanted to say, and that's pretty, I guess I'll say them right now, man. The United Kingdom has totally banned and outlawed cyber flashing. It's a law everywhere you go over there. You just can't do it. I mean, because people like what Max just went through over here, as far as having children in the room, things like that. But the penalties here in the United States they're a lot lighter, and it varies state to state. But since 2017. Actually, in the beginning of 2017, there were only 2 states that had laws against it, and now it's almost up to 30. So, I'm not going to tell you which states don't have it. So,
yeah,
but
I know a little bit. In 2021, they just came out with a new law, but as far as before that, there's always been a law about it. Just because it wasn't specifically written for the internet,
right.
the law of obscenity laws, sending pornography through the wire. There's always been laws. You can't get a prosecutor to fight it because there's nothing to it. But once they get a large enough stack of complaints, and that's the thing. I mean, you got to do the paperwork. So, but either way, there has been. And as far as the obscenity laws, you can't even send someone an email. And that's on the wire. That's sending it through the wire. So, and it also reads, if you get specific and go into the law, you can't just read one, which a lot of people want to do. You have to go from this law to this law because they all join together into one big, ball of wax. Well, it says that if you send images where a child could possibly see it. That's how the law is written. People don't want to listen to me when I try to explain it because they don't want to read, they don't want to research. But I sent them links long ago, and I got tired of telling them. But and it also, it's not just for the children. I mean, you send it to me, I am being assaulted with that. I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for it. I didn't accept it. I didn't know it was coming. So that was an assault, and it's a sexual assault. It's the same as what you guys are doing when you catch these dudes out here trying to use the wire on these pages, because YouTube used to be a date page. It's not no more. It's not meant for that. So when they come out here and they want to set their page to 18 and think they can do whatever they want behind their 18 banner they put up, no, YouTube's terms of service specifically states it. You know, I'm not going to say what the words are, but we all know what it means. Now, you can shave yourself out here with no clothes on, but that's educational.
Yeah, right.
But if it does something, and I'm just going to say to stimulate you, that's against the laws. Now, what they're doing with the video is an attack to try to take our channels down. It's a power thing, you know, but what they're doing on the video that they're using, that is, you can't say that's not sexual. You see what I mean? So it's an assault. It's a sexual assault. And the ones that do it online, eventually something's going to have to change, because we get their channels taken down all the time. We got 2 of them taken down a week or so ago. They thought it was funny. They're not here no more. They're going to have to make new channels. And I'll continue to do that. Because, like I said, when they were watching my dogs swim around in the river, I got 2 big old white German Shepherd wolf dogs jumping around the Swanee River acting stupid. And then when they put my dogs off the panel, there we get to see what they put up. And Max's children sitting there in the living room, they actually tried to blame him. They said it's his fault because he didn't control his TV. Does that mean we have to give up our house, our living room, who we have in our room? They get to control us now because they get to porn bomb us? I had a lady who's trying to be an attorney today or yesterday, argued, cussed me out, called me every name in the book. She failed the bar exam twice. And she tried to be a lawyer, and she actually admitted that she's porn bomb people. Is that the kind of people who are supposed to, I'm sorry, was that the kind of people supposed to be attorneys in the future? Is that the kind of people we want to be hired for lawyers to defend me as I'm walking around with my camera getting, you know, slapped around because I'm not allowed to film people in public? Because what I do is completely opposite of what you guys do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you could explain to folks what you do, that would appreciate
I
that.
walk around in public with my phone in my hand, my camera. If I want to walk into a post office, Poster 7 says I'm allowed. I'm allowed to go anywhere the public's allowed to go. Well, general public doesn't understand it. They think, you know, we're taking their privacy, and all we're doing is trying to defend their freedom. Because if it comes to a point where I'm not allowed to take a picture in Disney World without asking everybody behind that for a signed permission slip, your freedom is gone. That means you guys aren't going to be able to film on the sidewalk and do what you guys do neither.
Do you know Sci-Fi?
Yeah, Sci-Fi Bry.
Yeah.
Sci-Fi Bry, good guy. Yep, good person.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure that was him.
So now, if we lose our rights to film in public as First Amendment auditors, activists, cop watchers, whatever you want to call us, you lose your rights to film these guys or girls that you guys catch on the sidewalks and meet up with. You're already losing that on the platform. I don't know if you watched Donald Trump's speech today. He's talking about a lot about the First Amendment and free speech and the businesses that are doing this to us. I don't know if you know Jeff is here. He's called NC Tyrant Hunter. He stands on the side of the road anywhere he wants in North Carolina. Stops, gets out of his truck, just stands there and films. It might be a peppermint patty company. The people come out and want to attack him. Tell him he's not allowed to be there. So what, we're not allowed to be on the side of a road in America and walk down the street anywhere in public unless the person in the business or the people of that area decide they don't want us there. I've been trespassed from whole towns, it seems like, just a dozen stores or so here and there, because they just don't like us because I walk down the street with a camera in a free country.
Yep.
It's becoming gang mentality, mob mentality. I don't know what you want to call it, but We're losing our freedoms every day. And if I lose my freedom to film where I choose to go, as long as it's in public, you guys are going to lose your freedoms, which means who's going to get away with what now? You guys aren't going to be able to put these guys on camera. See what I mean? So now, what are they doing? Defending not freedom, it looks like to me. They're defending the scourges of society.
I was going to mention too, we were discussing earlier, everybody, about doing what we do is almost the opposite in a sense of what P.D.F and other people like what he does. And it would be nice if we're on a catch and the officers are there, and then it would be so nice if we had a cop watcher, quote unquote, with cameras in the distance also recording to make sure, that they're doing their job.
And there's cop watchers in every state. I mean, all across the United States and other countries as well. So there's probably someone near where you guys are at, wherever you may be. I probably know somebody close that watches the police, that would watch the police while they were helping you guys.
Absolutely. Did you want to, if it's up to you, PDF or Max, to throw out the names that you guys know beyond a reasonable doubt? And I've seen a lot of videos you guys have sent me, the names that we need to be concerned about that have P-bombed before. Thank you.
Well, easy. Just go to any of our pages. We got them.
We don't even really have to say names here if you don't want. If they just go look at our pages,
ain't no sense.
They can see everything. You don't even want to recognize them on your channel.
I got 3 pages. The
It's
PDF files.
If you want.
I got Poor Dirt Farmer Live, Poor Dirt Farmer, and the PDF files, all capital letters. I have multiple videos on all the channels. I got playlists. You can go into a playlist and watch hundreds of videos. It's out of control, man. You can report them to YouTube. They don't care. StreamYards, they don't care. Police, they don't care. But hey, I care for Max's grandchildren's and all the other people's children's that were sitting in living rooms, that these guys get to come out and control our living rooms. They get to tell us who's in our room now. It's out of control. So we file paperwork. I file complaints with the government because they worked for me. I always say to F the police because they're crooked.
Real quick, I want to shout out NC Tyrant Hunter. Thank you so much for being in here, and thank you for the $5. He says, "I will not comply."
That's right there. If you go to his page, Shell, can you turn him blue?
Yep.
If you go to his page, anybody that's blue can click on his name and hit go to channel and go watch what they've done to him for standing on the side of the road.
Just with a camera.
So now you guys that catch these dudes, you guys are catching them sometimes on private property. They can trespass you from that property and not trespass the catch. And you have to go out there and immediately leave the property and go to the boundaries of the property. A lot of you guys maybe or may not know that when you're trespassed, you don't have to give ID in Florida. Now, I'm going to say Florida because that's where I'm at, and I know the law a lot better than most places. But most places, you don't have to give up identification to a police officer unless you're being charged with a crime, suspected of a crime. See what I'm saying? There's certain rules that the auditors stand up by, like NC Tyrant Hunter. Now, they don't like that when you stand up for your First Amendment, your constitutional rights. That's when things go south for us real quick. With you guys, it's a whole different thing. You guys are calling the police to come help you. We're getting the police called on us to tell us we ain't allowed to be in a free country and stand wherever we may be. So, we have a whole different battle than you guys. It's day and night, you know what I mean? But what you guys are doing is going to be taken away and is being taken away. So now they're going to take away what we're doing next, is what I'm seeing. They're not going to want us out there filming our government. You see what I'm saying? We're all losing here. It ain't just you guys.
Gotcha, Mo. Yeah. Oh, hold on. There's somebody in the basement. Or no, that's private chat. My bad. Um,
So when you guys lost your channels, I said, "Uh-oh, I'm next." They're not going to stop.
however,
They
you've
want fuzzy
gotten.
kittens and puppies. That's what they want.
However, you've gotten to the point now where you can actually talk to an actual person. Now, I think you mentioned that the
Yes.
YouTube.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So he's actually got some.
We got lines of
codex.
communications now that we don't have to email no more. We can get right to a person and talk to them.
Green Hornet, welcome. You are modded. Oh, there's Kid Nurse. Kid Nurse. Much respect for what you do, by the way. Keebler,
Yeah,
Keebler.
Keebler.
you are
Super.
modded, my friend. Welcome in.
She's a super researcher. Keebler can find any information about anybody.
She is
quick.
awesome.
And I didn't know who Mr. X was, so I timed him out, but everyone's telling you to mod him so I don't boot him again.
Oh,
I'm
I
sorry.
modded. No,
I didn't mean it. I thought he was someone else. So please take my apology on that one.
Yeah, and toss a wrench to Dub X too.
is that really him?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All I ask moderators is just please respect my channel, and I'll keep doing this. I don't mind doing this. I want to do this so I know it's you, but please don't affect my channel. That's all I ask. If there's a rogue mod, then I have to go and ban it or unmod everybody again, and then try
because
something else.
sometimes if they're not real, I just say if they don't do any threats or racist stuff, or the things that go against people, just totally vicious stuff. But if you have a difference of opinion, and just because you're not nice about it, unless you're, you know what I mean?
Well,
you don't have
I
to
thought
be nice
Mr.
to
X
be
was
right.
somebody else. So
Yeah.
I'm saying for me, that's what I try to look for. But I'm afraid of my moderators, so they do whatever they want in my room. I have no choice to let them.
You're
but
welcome.
They're great. They take care of the problem, and we can
Yeah.
just go along with wherever we're talking about.
Yeah, because don't have time to constantly watch the chat when you're into a heated debate or you're filming. So you have to be able to trust your mods, and you got to have good people that are good people, because you want trolls in your room. You don't want to get rid of all of them. You don't want the ones that are vicious, that are trying to get you struck. But a lot of times you'll get two different opinions. You can find the real answer in the middle. You know what I mean? So you want the opposite side to keep you thinking. You don't want to just kick every troll out of your room.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of people that are a bunch of, yes men.
Hey,
I don't want that.
I don't mean to bring this up again, and you can just say no, you don't want to say their names. But before,
Authority Check presents What's Truth.
He's gone.
Asmar Audits.
He's gone.
Game Over 2.
He's going to be gone.
Let me think. I'm still. What's her name today? Laura Laguna.
Yeah, the lawyer. She's going to be an attorney.
She's going to be an attorney, and she's porn bombing.
She admitted to it. We got the clip. We got the evidence. We copy everything. We have like 1,000 terabytes to fill up. We need some help.
And if someone don't believe it, just let me know. I'll show you the videos. I'll block out what the picture is, but I don't have no problem proving anything that I say.
Bryden, you got static coming from your deal again, buddy. Your mic. Also, let me just go in. This is a different subject. I was going to wait to the end, but I'm going to go ahead and just say it now because I know some are asking questions about catches and stuff. So I
sent NC the link in case Tyrant Hunter wants to come up. He could tell you a lot real quick, like too, about stuff, because he's been out here a long time, and he's got probably 100,000 subscribers probably about by now.
Yeah, I dropped the link. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. Good evening to you, sir.
I sent it to his phone.
Oh, I just dropped it in the chat.
StreamYard. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you can.
So on a different subject about my health, what I can say, because I had a talk with my ex-wife today, and it was a real personal talk, and only a few people know, like Penny, and I think Penny knows. You have to forgive me. I have brain fog, and I'm getting medication for it soon. So they got me on some what I call Band-Aid medications. But it's I'm just asking for your prayers, or if you're not a Christian, that's fine, for your thoughts, good vibes, whatever you do. I appreciate it all. And I do have to have a biopsy. And there were times this last week where I literally thought I may not wake up. And I'm not trying to think negative at all, but the pain and everything was so horrendous, and my heart was beating out of control. And I want to thank God. I can't say who it is, and that is for real. Ed, a friend of Ed's, reached out to me, and it was the most amazing.
Hey, did you get the stab?
No, nope, we don't do the jab.
Damn,
But,
Jeff, 130K, you done went up since last time. NC Tyrant Hunter, he's up to 130K.
Oh wow, good job, NC. I appreciate all the prayers and hearts, and
he'll help you if you need some help figuring anything out. He'll help
Kenny,
you, man.
Hi, Kenny. But yeah, he called me and he had some similar situations. He was telling me about something I didn't know about to talk to my doctor about. It was something I never heard of before. So they started the processes on that. And so yeah, I just ask you keep me in your prayers, because if it is what I was told, it's something that would probably
don't even put the negative vibe out there.
No. It would probably be a long-lasting situation that could turn, it could turn for the worse. But I'm thinking positive. I really am. I'm trying real hard. The only problem that I deal with the most is just, the pain. But I am on some pain management right now. It does help, but it's pretty difficult, and that's why I haven't made any videos or uploaded hardly anything or went live or anything. Only thing I have done is I've been fighting these porn pee bombers on the internet, basically, and supporting catchers. And I've been on locals a lot. And by the way, if you're not on locals for predator poachers or any other PvP, please check it out, Rumble and locals. It's amazing. I actually I enjoy it very, very much. But that's a long story short, and I'm not looking for no pity party or sympathy or anything like that. I'm just letting you know that's what's going on. So
I thought you were having pizza here. That's the only reason Max and me are here.
Pizza party. Pizza and beer, right?
I don't drink beer, but I'll drink coffee and pizza.
Yeah, I don't drink beer. Well, okay, we'll do coffee. And but I don't know.
I'll give my beer to somebody else.
They put me on this.
We'll just take the coffee.
They put me on this heartburn pill, so I can't have. I'm not supposed to have like tomato sauce, orange juice. I'm not supposed to have green. Yeah, green or red chili. I'm like, no, I gotta have my chili, and I can still have it if it's mild, so it's better than nothing. But yeah, I gotta be on this little diet thing. So, but it's all good. I need to get in better shape. So whatever's clever. Thank you, Kenny. I sure appreciate that. Everybody, thank you so much. But that's it. I'm done. There's the medical talk. And just so you know, yes, we are working on catches. It's just Eric got a new job with another PD as a dispatcher, I believe. So he's not a PD officer. He's a dispatcher. So we're ready to start
he
catching.
Probably won't like me if I call him, huh?
He's cool, man. He's ex-military and everything. He's a good guy. I think he does 1A too. But anyways,
you've never heard none of my phone calls, have you?
I heard a few. I've heard a few. But let me just finish this if I could. So we are going to be doing catches. It just has to be the right time. So we're just trying to plan that out. And we almost had 3 days in the last week and a half that we almost were going to go out and have a catch, and things happened that we was out of our control. So, and when we do it though, here's the thing, I'll go live on my channel just to direct you all over to his channel. And we'll play it by ear, of course. If it's like one of those catches where we need the extra angles, yeah, I'll stay live. But other than that, that's the main reason, is to direct everybody over there.
Have you tried the new YouTube channel thing where you split screens with another channel? That might work. You could have him come on your channel and do that. program where he'd be running his, and then you could be running his too. Maybe. I don't know.
I'd rather it go to his channel because it's his first. It'll be his first catch as a civilian, or as his first catch. Period. So get him.
Well, that's what I say. Nobody's going to know to go to his channel. So if you go live stream his, put his link in, we all jump over to his channel as we come in here. You tell us if I leave, get out of here, go to the other channel.
There you go.
Know what I mean? So that's how we used to do it. We trying to get somebody's name out there. You know what I mean? We'll start a stream. And then every time someone comes in, we'll say, "Here's
Push
the link.
them over. Yep.
Yeah, get out of here. I don't want no more than 5 people.
We want it over here."
As you come in, you got to go to his channel, tell him I sent you. And everybody does it willingly. It's like, yeah, cool. We'll go help support this person. I mean, that's what we do. We support.
Yeah, you sent a few people over my way earlier.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I try to share your links with everybody the good people that I know. I did it here. I got Hebrew and Keebler and Sci-Fi, and a bunch of them came in here from the activist auditor comp watch community group, so to speak.
I'm grabbing some of your people and just gonna subscribe to them and go from there.
Yeah, there's
I do all kind of stuff.
There's a couple nice channels up in here.
Well, yeah, and we do all kinds of stuff. We don't just do one thing on our channels. We're dysfunctional channels. We have all kinds of playlists. I mean, we do abandoned graveyards, abandoned houses. I do mechanics. I got a playlist for that. I do cop watches and auditing. I got a playlist for the dirty cop watchers. I got a playlist for the dirty cops. I got called Faces of Evil, and it shows exactly what you guys are busting every day. I could do a story every day on a police officer doing the exact same thing that gets busted. More than one, sometimes 22 cops in one day I did a story on that all got busted for exactly what you guys go out and do.
Just so everybody knows, P.D.F, Poor Dirt Farmer, he's also, he does pred catching too. He's got some videos in that playlist, I believe, right? Yeah,
we do that too. We have a channel, we don't put much on it, but it's called Swanee Predator Hunters, run by My Eye on You. Also a YouTube channel, but Swanee Predator Hunters is on Facebook and YouTube.
Okay, cool. And also, if you guys wondering, well, he's exposed a lot of the First Amendment auditors that were pedos or sex offenders or selling fentanyl and stuff like that.
As soon as they get arrested for being an auditor, we find out who they really are.
Mm-hmm.
He basically does what Ed does, folks. He investigates everybody. So
I got a lot of help. If it wasn't for Keebler and a lot of the people that are in this chat right now, I couldn't do it because we're not really a group. We're just a team of people that care.
A think tank.
Like a think tank, yeah.
Yep.
We just got to come together, and none of us have any well, my channel gets commercials, but none of us really make anything. So we do all this for free because we enjoy keeping things straight, honest.
I got a good question for you, PDF. How's the drama factor over there in you guys' community?
It's out of control. Rough. It's out of control. It's like it's a planned assault, kind of. I think it's like a group of people that come to try to disrupt what we're doing.
They don't want us showing the facts and
they could be hired. They could be paid. I don't know.
Yeah, because ours comes from within.
But you know what? I can make more commercial money on putting out troll videos and doing stupid shit than I'll ever make doing anything serious out here. Is that what society wants? So if you made this funny and joked around instead of get so serious with these people, cops probably going to do the same thing. Nothing. Because they don't do their job nowadays. My opinion, of course. They're worthless.
Pretty much, Matt?
They're useless. You know what I mean? So you get their faces, you get all the information you can. You can always file later. But if you made it funny somehow, joked about it, you're going to get more people watching, more people on your side. The same with us. We're out there. Say I walk in somewhere and somebody says they want to do whatever they want to do to me because I have a camera, a phone in my hand. They don't like it. Well, if I joke with them and make it funny, people accept me more. If I make it serious, and then that means society's not going to like me. And I figure society's looking that way toward the auditors, cop watchers, and stuff.
Bryden, is that the real Donovan?
we're not being funny enough, and society wants everything a laugh and a
I
joke.
believe it is, yes.
Okay, I want to make sure before I mod him.
I mean, look at everything goes around you. It's all drama. Everything on TV. You see a drama channel, there'll be 1,000 people in there. See somebody giving out food to the homeless, you'll have 10 people in there.
And it should be the other way around.
I mean, there's a Detroit RV that rides around giving food away, right?
Yeah. 2 buses.
Hi,
You can't
Jason.
get 100 people in there. They get thousands of meals out every year, tens of thousands. So you got another RV that rides around, and these guys get so drunk and stoned out on drugs that they're puking all over themselves and urinating in their pants and filming it. And there's 1,000 people in there. But the food thing over here, giving food out to the homeless vets, homeless people, hungry people, not even just homeless, hungry. They can't even get 100 people in their chat. I don't care how many times I share it. I don't know why society's this way. You tell me.
Yeah.
Everything's
Oh.
back.
Sorry. Next
No, go
subject we wanted to touch on, the last subject we want to talk about is, if you guys know who News Now Houston is, his name is David. Is it David Warden? P.D.F.
Well, you're not supposed to put out someone's name and their YouTube channel.
And their YouTube channel. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Ever.
Well, he's been convicted though.
Don't matter. YouTube terms of service says
Yeah,
you're supposed to
terms of
keep
service.
your channel secret. We're not supposed to cross the YouTube name with a real name. But it's just something you don't want to do because, I do it all the time and I get struck and all kinds of problems. So, hey, I'm just warning you. You could face problems. I got a video I'm going to unlock on him soon. Shows when he got arrested.
He got 20 years without parole.
Yep.
Sounded like it.
Today.
Sure sounded like it.
For a what-year-old was it?
They said between 14 to
17 or something.
Something like that, yeah.
There's a bunch of videos about him.
Oh yeah, everybody and their brother put one out today on him.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of
And
them.
then you got a couple that are on his side and a lot that ain't on his side. And the P word is a P word. If you're one of them, you need to be locked up. Sorry to say it.
I'll put a link in your in the private, right? I just made a little quick video of him real quick just now while we were sitting there.
Yeah.
And it'll show you when he...
What do you guys think of Elon Musk lately? You think he's going to hold true to what he's saying?
He's going to hold true,
I hope
but
so.
he plays both sides of the fence. Like, I believe in what he's going to do to Twitter. He is showing a lot of information that we never, ever see, ever. But at the same time, I'm not taking no brain chip.
Yeah.
Hey, if you had as much
dive into who he's got on his panel, man.
One second. One second, Brian. I don't mean to be rude. So this gentleman right here, do you guys know he means 18 plus? Is because he plays clips of movies like Weird Science, Adam Sandler movies, I think. I don't remember all the movies. It's not what you think. It's not X-rated. It's just clips from movies that are funny. So he makes it 18 plus because some of them are rated R.
Well, yeah, so then kids can't see it, shouldn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So just FYI. That is an 18 and plus channel because of that reason, not because of what people might think.
Hey, if you was as much money as these people have, you wouldn't donate to both sides. That way you'd favor whoever wins. I mean, come on.
Well, why is he the only one with a billionaire or trillion, whatever you want to call him? Why is he the one that had to buy Twitter? Why didn't anyone else?
Nobody had to buy it.
Yes, they did, because they were making it all one-sided.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to buy it. I mean, look what we're dealing with on this program.
Well, this one here, hopefully Rumble's going to take it over, and this one can go bye-bye.
Yeah, well, like I say, or we'll go bye-bye, and they'll stay here. Fuzzy kittens and puppies. That's what they want. Fuzzy kittens and puppies. I'll tell
Yeah.
you, if I take a video on an activist and I put in the words frauditor, frauditard, it'll turn green right away and they'll push it, man. I'll have so kind of many views on that. But I put a serious video about something somebody did, get 200 views.
Yep.
It's crazy. There's no way society, it's what they're feeding them. It's not what they want. See what I mean? I call it fascism. I call what's going on here. There's no way in heck that you're going to give me a program and tell Jeff he has to takes his videos off his page. It's like coming in and emptying your shelves at your store.
Right, and telling you can't sell this or you can't sell that or you can't do this.
Set your store up. They give you the permission, and then they look at you and tell you they don't like it no more.
Yep.
That was the whole point behind it being called YouTube, you know?
Exactly.
Or they just shadow ban you, or they don't give you no commercials, or they just don't promote your channel. But I could put a channel on a video on a channel that got 200 subscribers and get 25,000 views on a video that I put out 2 years ago. But I put it on this page, won't get 200 views.
Yeah, you told me about that. That you put it on the smaller channel, right?
Yeah, put it on the PDF files, which had 200 subscribers. Got about 400 or 500 now. It's because of that one video. But I put that video out, Union County, Florida, over 2 years ago. And it only had 12,000 views when I put it out that day. But when I put it out again on a small channel, 25,000 views. That's crazy. They pushed the hell out of that video. Why? Get free commercial money, maybe? Not a subscribed channel. Little channels get promoted. The big channels don't. Now it looks like that, don't it? Because I put the same video out exactly the same time on the same day on 3 different channels. The 2 big channels didn't get 300 views. The little channel got 25,000. Something wrong with that picture, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, some things just get thrown out in the algorithm and some things don't. Strange.
Well, it's got to be for the money, man, because I didn't get nothing out of that on that channel. It's only got 200 subscribers.
Yeah.
They did. There's commercials. You click on it, they get a commercial. So they got 25,000 free commercials.
They're making the money.
Yeah, boy, they make it on that one, didn't they? So that exact video is out 5 times right now on YouTube. The exact same frame for frame, the whole complete video 5 times. And 4 channels, they didn't get the amount of views that one little channel got altogether. Is that crazy?
Yeah, because the one you had in your big channel, it only got what? What'd you say?
Well, one time 2 years ago, it got 12,000. This time it got about 200-300.
Oh. Wow.
On the little channel, got 25K.
Yeah, your second channel is like 1 point something K.
Yeah,
and
it only got a couple hundred views on that one too. Now remember, all 3 this video was put out 3 times, 3 channels, exactly the same time.
Yep.
Pretty crazy.
Hi, Jen.
Or YouTube probably doing the same thing that Twitter was doing. They shadow ban you, they block you, they don't let you get in the algorithm.
And your titles are major. I mean, the titles, the tags, the descriptions is major importance. If we don't do that quite right, you're just going to slip through the crack. You're not going to get the views.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all know James Madison. He's an ex-police officer that films the police now. He told us, he made a video for me and gave it to me from my page. So he tried to explain how to do it. I don't know, maybe it's too intellectual for me. Maybe I just don't care enough. You know what I mean?
I think that's the reason.
I have too much fun with it, man. I like to troll the trolls. I don't know if you know about that
But hey, Jeff, I'm gonna hop down, brother. Give someone else a seat. So I had a few things to say, but PDF covered pretty much all of them, man. Thanks, bro.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I talk too much.
It's all good, man. It's all good. All right, y'all. I'll be down in the chat.
Have
All
a
right,
good
man.
one, Bryson, and thanks again. And we'll definitely be talking again.
Yeah, hey, send me that email, man. I want to see that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, brother.
Thank you again.
No problem.
Take care, Bryden.
That's why I was telling somebody I watched him doing a tile floor 6 months ago. It's pretty bad when we watch somebody work out here, ain't it?
Yeah, ain't it?
I'll do anything to get out of work. I'll watch somebody else.
I just got a somebody said they couldn't chat in here, and I don't know why. I'm gonna have to go to my YouTube studio and see if I can figure out if there's something weird going on or what.
They couldn't chat or they blocked.
Yeah, they just said they couldn't chat.
So how could they not chat if they're chatting?
No, they text. It was just or I'm sorry, he DM'd me through Instagram. I'm just gonna check 'cause I don't know why he would. I unblocked everybody except for the sex bots and the other, the whatever
Yeah.
bot things. So I'm gonna check real quick. I don't know why he would have been. I didn't see
you
him.
want them up there. You don't want them.
How do you get catches without losing your phone numbers for these programs? Because our problem is we lose access to the program because when you tell them you're not, if you try to say, hey, I'm only this age, and they turn you in, you lose access to that program from that phone. You can't log back into that program no more.
You mean when you're banned?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why screenshotting is your best friend. You screenshot every time. This is the way we did it, anyways. Every time either the pred typed something or we typed something. Like, so if I replied with okay, I would enter and screenshot.
See, I run screen record and I film it all, every stroke of the key.
Screen record too. Yeah, there's that option as well, obviously. Yeah, because there's
But
some
nowadays, what they're doing is they're trying to get everybody over onto the Snapchat and take a picture of them. So we don't have a decoy no more.
Well, yeah, but then they delete the Snapchat disappears.
Yeah, but they want to make sure it's really a person. They're trying to get the Snapchat photo because they all know people trying to set them up.
Yeah.
They're all pretty well aware of that, I would think, by now.
I think I know what this person, what Ray meant. Is he can't chat because he's busy, but he's watching the live. He says he's enjoying it, so I really appreciate that, Ray, because he's not in the ban list at all. So, all right, that's probably what he meant. Yeah, it's just sex bots in there, and then there's a few that I know who they are, and I'm not gonna unban them. And that's I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, the ones you don't even need to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
The names that we never say.
Yes, the names that don't need to be known.
The names that we never say.
Yeah.
I don't like to promote them.
Exactly.
It's the way it is.
Oh, there he is. All right. I'm actually a sex bot. Ray.
Oh, God.
Sweet baby Ray.
Well, it's going to get hard. It's more and more difficult to catch these people, right? It's like with the cameras when we walk up. The guy got a comment the other day. They was looking at the camera on the police laptop. It said First Amendment auditors in the area, question mark, be on your best behavior. It said on the laptop screen. They learning a little bit about us guys with cameras and girls with cameras out here that we could be your career killer. This little mirror I carry around. It looks like a phone.
Yeah.
Because that's all it is. You're in our mirror now. You're looking at yourself. You know what I mean? You're going to see yourself when you get on YouTube. That's for sure. How times they get slapped around. You guys don't get assaulted too much, do you? They walk up and hit you.
I haven't, but there's a few that have, yeah. But they've usually dropped them to the ground. There was one that was actually pew-pewed, if you know what I mean, at a
Yep.
Target. And then, yeah, there's been some incidents. Yep.
We get
Hey,
phased and maced and all kinds of stuff, dude, all the time.
Ray, do you want to come up? I can drop the link here if you want to come
You
up,
can
buddy.
see
We'll
the
go ahead.
picture.
We can
You
open
see,
up the panel a little bit now.
and you see my picture? That's my friend DC getting spray painted. The guy that did it, they found him not guilty
That was down in Florida, or Cala,
in Mayo, Florida.
Mayo, Florida.
But how could someone walk up and spray paint a journalist, an ordained minister journalist too, and be found not guilty?
I
And
know.
he
I watched
drugged
that video.
he drugged 4 cops across the street and didn't get in trouble for that.
Attacking me the third or fourth time. He had 2 cops on his back and one dragging behind him. He going down the sidewalk with 3, 4 cops on his back. Slung one off of him. She about face planted on the sidewalk. They never charged him for none of that. Well, he's their friend, though. He was the policeman's friend.
Yeah, I seen the videos you posted. I was just sickened by it. I was shocked, actually. So why would, I mean, unless somebody's literally attacking me or my loved ones, etc., I wouldn't see a reason why he would take spray paint and spray it in the dude's eyes. I mean, that's terrible. You could blind the guy.
He thought we was part of Black Lives Matter. 3 white dudes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Eating pizza in a pizza shop. He come in there and basically bugged out. But that video's on a big old page.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name of that page.
Let me just say something. Big Movie Fan 18. I know. I mentioned it. Please quit spamming.
World Hip Hop.
Yeah, World Star Hip Hops. That video, my video is on World Star.
He's got some funny stuff on his channel from clips from like rated R movies and shit, most like 80s, 90s or whatever. It's not what you think it is. But yeah, we know that, so you don't have to keep spamming, dude. Seriously, man. I'm trying to be nice.
Saying it to make sure we all know.
I know. He freaks out about people saying, "What, you have that on your channel?" And he's like, "No, you don't understand. Who's Wrench?"
Who?
Backstage, the basement, Wrench. It has a Statue of Liberty.
I ain't never heard of it.
Hey, Wrench, go back in the chat. Tell me who you are and your real name.
Show your face and then take a picture of the face.
I think I know who it is. I just need to make sure.
And now they got a video they play in the basement, and it makes it look like it's a person. And then when they come up, they porn bomb you that way too.
Yep.
Yeah, we just gotta be careful.
Oh, I keep saying
like you do when you're out there catching. Make them put 2 fingers up or touch their nose.
There you go, big fan, movie fan 18. You're spamming, and now I don't know what you're doing, but we get
Why
the
don't
point.
you just take the 18 plus out of your name and be big movie fan, and you ain't got to worry about it.
There you go.
Exactly, and then it's over with.
You got it.
All right, so please, no more. I'm not trying to be rude. I don't want to, be rude. But
I wonder if my Wi-Fi is going to work. I ordered a Wi-Fi box.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And today my internet went down again at 3 o'clock. It didn't come back on until 5.
I don't know. I
just think I'll be able to use it during the heat of the day, I guess.
Oh, it's Ray? Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought, I seen somebody do that before, another channel, and I checked it out. I was like, oh yeah, it is what he said it was, but maybe it was a different name. I don't know. But yeah, just please don't spam. I appreciate it.
he retracted it. He cut his own lips off.
No, but hey, Ray, did you want to come up, man? I think the people want Ray. Ray is funnier than shit. You guys, if you guys,
we get a good laugh.
Yeah, he does a good roast too. Here, I'll drop the link again, Ray. But you have to come up as your real name and show your face first because of what's going on and stuff. I mean, backstage. I won't. It doesn't mean you have to come up that way. I just need to verify it too. I'm the wrench guy, dude.
Well, the
ET.
one guy that I did a story on today, I don't know if you watched that video. And to me, if we're going to hold people accountable, no matter who it is, no matter what the position, we got to hold ourselves accountable and the people around us as well.
Yeah.
I don't think we're doing that as a community. I'm pretty sure we're not. And that's
Mhm.
as a group of people that are trying to hold police accountable, we have to hold the people around us accountable as well. And that's why I did that video today about that one guy that showed up recently under a new channel name.
It was me, Jeff. What the fuck?
I know, hold on.
He didn't know. He was like, I ain't letting them up.
Sorry, dude. I thought it was you. I just wanted to make sure, man, because we gotta be careful because of the P bombers. What's up, man?
Nothing, bro. I'm a sex bot and I'm about to do on the spot porn. Who's ready?
Hold
You get
on.
hell-
Let me get the strike channel ready.
We'll get the clip.
Yeah, hold on. I want to make sure I get it.
Push the red button, Max.
Done.
He does a good. I don't know if you guys heard of Mike Saha, but he does. He's has an Arnold Schwarzenegger type voice, and he's kind of different. But he does. Bray does the best impersonation of him. It's so funny.
If they don't know who he is out of context, it would be the most unfunny thing in the world. But
True.
Let's find out.
Yeah, do it.
Dude.
Go for it.
poor Dirt Farmer sounds like a fuck. If Farmers Only had like a phone sex line, your voice is ASMR for like my inner redneck gay self. Poor Dirt Farmer.
Oh,
He needs to be
roasted.
a radio host.
Oh, there's
Worse.
This is a
Brett.
great time to let everybody know that tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the good people at Jeff's Lawyer. If you want fake legal services at all hours of the evening, you can find us at www.illgetyouoff.com. That's www.illgetyouoff.com. Use promo code NVCAPSUCKS for 10% off all fake legal services. Back to you in the studio, Jeff.
Oh shit, that's classic. That's gold. Hey Brett, how you doing? Thank you for coming by. I appreciate that. That's
Hey,
classic.
shout out to Wolf. Really quick, Wolfpack Predator Hunter had an incredible catch today. If nobody saw it, please make sure that you carve out enough time tonight to go. And don't forget to hit the like button and smash the subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
I just subbed, so I'll check it out.
All right.
So what are we what are we chatting about tonight, fellas?
Well, now we're just chatting. We were talking about some P bombers in the community and throw out their screen names. Then we talked about I don't know what to say. Is it? Do I say his YouTube name or his first? I'll just say David. He's a 1A auditor that got convicted to 20 years with no parole because he's a pedo.
Well,
No
his,
shit.
his daughters, what happened was he got charged umpteen dozen years ago for being with an underage girl, 16, 17, whatever. And it was pretty terrible. The wording that went through with this case is hard to even talk about. But then after that, his children blamed him and said he did something. And I guess they must have brought these charges up previous when they were younger, and then nothing happened. And I'm pretty sure that by changing the law statute of limitations, where there's no statute of limitations on this crime, that they brought it back on him and he went to trial and he just got found guilty. And he's a big channel out here on YouTube, First Amendment Auditor, Cop Watcher. And he just got 20 years.
So you can't
And I
trust
think
any
he's
of them.
61 now. So he's going to toe tag out of there. He'll appeal it, but he'll appeal it from in there. I don't know if he'll win.
Poor Dirt Farmer. I've never met you. How are you affiliated with the community, if we can still call it that?
I'm an air conditioning guy. I do air conditioning sales, service, and installation. If you need any work,
Where are you located?
Florida.
No.
Oh, well, I was hoping, man, I could use some donos. I got a dono page called dono.dono.dono.dono.
Hashtag dot dono.
Hashtag.dono. Yeah. Hook a brother up. Give to the needy, not the greedy. As I always say. My BMW needs a new tire, and I got to get it fixed.
Well, do you decoy for people? Because I overheard you saying that you lose access to the apps for the ages.
Well, I know some people that are involved. I do a lot of off the record stuff. My friend has a page called Swanee Predator Hunters, Facebook and YouTube. The first one that we ever really got, well, he took himself out the next day at the lake. He ended himself. So I took his page down because I didn't want to keep it up. It wasn't going to help nothing, to destroy his family.
I'm like 93% troll, 6% motivational speaker, 1% fake catcher. So that's who I am.
I'm
Right.
dysfunctional.
And 1%.
I got a bipolar page, so to speak.
Ray's one of my favorite catchers. He's underestimating himself, gentlemen. He's like one of my favorite catchers, literally. Him and Alex and Webb.
I like doing protests the most. That's what my most favorite thing is, protests.
Dude,
Well, my favorite one, look at 420, but he's gone.
I protested a protest the other day, poor dirt farmer.
Did you?
So they had like a My Body, My Choice rally.
Yeah.
And it was like noon on a Saturday downtown Charleston, and like you're in the Bible Belt, and like I'm not saying I think everyone should have the right to say what they want to say, but they were being super loud and super obnoxious. And I'm trying to walk with my wife, friends, and their kids, and they're like, "Do you think it's my body, my choice?" And so we went into like a local Mexican restaurant. I got a burrito, and I got like 15 random drunk guys to start chanting in front of that thing. Eat more. We were like, "Eat more burritos, my burrito, my choice." And I was actually able to get like over a dozen guys to start chanting, "Eat more burritos." I said, "This is something we can all agree on and live in harmony."
You got a video, right? Tell me.
No,
You
I
got
don't
a
even
video.
have I don't actually have like a YouTube channel.
Yeah, but you could have made the
That'd be a
video
good
and gave it to me, and I could have got rich off a video like that.
Can somebody? Hey Jeff, can you ask one of your subs to drop Wolfpack's link so if anyone here isn't sub to him, they can, because he got no notifications today, and that's pretty fucked up. So
absolutely.
Let's
do our part to.
Yeah, that's got a catcher page or anything. Just drop your links because I don't know who all these people are.
Thank you,
But if
Bryden.
there's some out there that do, I'd love to be able to sub to them all.
Yeah, everybody drop their links. If you want to drop another catcher's link, please do, because they sincerely want to sub to all the catchers.
Yes, please, because we can share this out too.
And they get it out to a lot of people, I promise you. And I'm just going to say this, if I can. If you are a good person, you don't have a pedo background or whatever, whatever the situation is, and you're doing the right thing, their community, if you ever lost your channel, they'll get you right back where you're at pretty quick. If I understood that correctly, I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I
whatever
think
they lost, they would get more than what they had.
that's one of the fastest communities to grow channels is the cop watching First Amendment auditor community. I think out here we help people grow their channels faster than any other community.
Oh God, why can't I think his first name is Jeff? What's his last name?
He was just here.
Oh
NC
damn,
Tyrant
I forgot.
Hunter.
What's his name?
NC Tyrant Hunter. Oh.
No. There's like a main. There's like
no, he's talking about another Jeff. I thought I just talked to him, but I forgot what his name was.
No, like one of the biggest First Amendment auditors, Jeffrey Gray, maybe. No.
Yeah, Jeff Gray. Yes.
Okay.
Photography is not a crime. He just got arrested in Mount Dora a couple of days ago, and then they see
Mount
the
Dora is
cameras.
right by Orlando. I've actually I've worked in Mount Dora before.
I lived there for like 15, 20 years. I'm in North Florida now.
That's where I was in Leesburg, and that's right. You said that's right next to it, right?
Yeah, that's in Lake County. Yeah, that's Mount Dora.
Lake County. Yeah.
You got like Montverde, Leesburg, Apopka, Mount Dora,
Tavares, Umatilla, Eustis, you name it.
Oh, Eustis, man. I
Sorrento.
used to play golf out there at Black Bear all the time.
Yeah, I used to live right down the road from Black Bear Golf Course, Sorrento.
Yeah.
Orlando,
Good
Florida.
job. Is that the Hebrew Hammer?
Nope,
No,
that's a friend of mine.
yeah, he's actually an ex-commissioner in the
No,
Panhandle
yeah,
of Florida.
that's a good one.
Florida. He's
Yeah,
a
he's good. He's in
yeah.
Texas now, but
Mhm.
he's a good
Well,
guy.
yeah. I also like Lackluster and Audit the Audit.
Yep.
No,
And they do
I
other
think
people.
either one of them.
Yeah, they do good reviews on other people's videos.
they actually they'll bring up the penal code by state and they'll I'm not a big fan of reaction channels because they're not really creating content.
Yeah.
But Lackluster and Audit the Audit for a guy like, obviously I don't have access to Jeff's lawyer at all times. So for a mere more average-minded person like myself, it lets me know like what is probable cause, what is reasonable articulable suspicion, what would constitute it. They really break it down where I think if anybody is going to try to do audit videos, those two channels would probably be the best for you to kind of lay the framework.
And if you're thinking about doing audit videos, stop thinking about it.
Oh, hey Max, you're getting that static again. Just FYI.
Unless you got a bunch of bond money and a good lawyer, which is hard to find.
Let me drop and come back.
I got
Alrighty.
cussed out by a wannabe lawyer today. She told me she was a porn bomber, and she done took the bar exam twice and failed it. She's in Florida. I told her, and we got the clip of her admitting to porn bombing. She said, there ain't no law against it. I said, that's morally wrong. It's against terms of service. And if you're trying to be an attorney and you done failed the bar twice, so you're going to have to take it a third time. But if that's what you want to be as an attorney, you should at least be able to follow a simple terms of service agreement on YouTube. I was just thinking, that's just what I was thinking. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised nobody's put out like a legal review of predator catching, kind of like a Lackluster Audit the Audit type of, because a civilian, I guess, and I'm speaking out of my ass here. I really don't know what I'm talking. I know what I've heard and I know what the community assumes to be true. So don't take this as legal advice. Civilians cannot entrap anybody, but I also know that like we're supposed to wait for the predator to make contact. We're supposed to wait for them to turn the conversation towards a sexual nature. But it would be kind of neat if they was,
Never make first contact. Always wait for them to contact you first and respond back, and never respond back right away. There's all kinds of stuff, and a lot of people say they're going to be predator catchers or whatever, but they don't know the law. A lot of times they'll end up caught for the same thing that the person they're catching will go to jail for. So it's a hard thing to do. I wouldn't suggest anybody try to do that unless they really knew what they were doing. Same with watching cops or anything else. It's not.
I don't know. I'm more of a ready, fire, aim kind of guy. Poor dirt farmer.
I'm not allowed to go to any of the catches.
Why is that?
They say I'm too violent. I'm just.
He'll beat the shit out of them.
I'd probably go off, man. I probably would. They know me. I'd lose it.
Hey, can I ask a question really quick to Jeff, to one of the chatters, please, Jeff?
Mm-hmm.
So, waterboarding Tommy Fellows with motor oil says, I'll tell you this, plenty of catchers blackmail.
How much do they make? And how do you know that? Is there proof of that? Is there a fact somewhere? Is there a documentation? Or is that just something he heard on Google or YouTube?
No, I'm more looking for clarification of what you mean, but like, did they do the catch and then say, pay me and I won't put the video? Because most of them go live. I've never done a catch that wasn't live. So I don't know how you blackmail but then again, not everyone goes live. Is that what you're saying, waterboarding?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. When they say that, how do you know that? Where's your facts? Where's your proof? Where did you get this at? Did you make this up? Did it just come to you in your sleep last night? I mean, where's your facts? Because I don't like when people come out and say something and they can't back it up.
Oh, okay. He says either talk to me or I'll call the cops. I didn't know that was considered blackmail. I just know it's something they all do.
Well, you're not getting any money out of it, so that's not a blackmail. A blackmail, there has to be some kind of exchange for something, shouldn't there? I mean, money, cash, land, cars. Words isn't really a payment.
Here's a question for waterboarding. if somebody like hit my car, if I told them stay here and exchange info, I'm going to call. And I'm not being an ass. I'm genuinely. I don't know the law around blackmail well enough to even sound mildly intelligent. Is that like false imprisonment or kidnap? Like, is that genuinely, would that hold up in court as a blackmail charge?
No.
No, it's not even close.
And they ain't holding you there. They say you can leave at any time. So I don't understand how you
And
say
I'd
you're
bet you,
holding somebody.
I'd bet you $1 to an apple fritter that he's never read the blackmail law. I bet you he's heard that word before, and he's using it for what he thinks
The
it
only
means.
the only blackmail that I know about is named Musa Harris, and if you're not, you should go subscribe to his channel right now. That's LC County Predator Catcher.
LC Predator. Matt has a good point.
Do you
No.
guys have a page with a bunch of links on it that show all the catchers? That'd be fun to do.
Matt says no. They exchange interview, exchange for calling the cops. Oh.
Now that sounds normal. They ask, you rather me call the cops or you want to have a conversation?
Mm-hmm.
No, the one I put on the page that day, Mile, and you told him it's going to be on the internet. He acted like he didn't care. I shouldn't laugh because he ate the bullet 2 days later. He said it to himself.
1 second, please. Sorry. Hey, Seven, this is my editor, by the way, P.D.F and Max, for those who don't know. The emails you sent me for those new music intros, I was unable, it won't let me listen to them. I don't know why. So I wasn't able to hear them. So I don't know if there's another way you can send them to me, maybe in MP4 format or something. Or maybe a YouTube unlisted.
WhatsApp sends big files. Otherwise, email a link, and upload it, download it. Hey, how's that guy know what blackmail means? What's the definition of blackmail?
Yeah, tell him, give us a definition.
I don't believe he knows the law. I really don't believe these people read the law. And I try to be a stickler for what the law says because they're trying to put me in jail every day. All for standing on the side of the road with a camera in my hand, a phone camera. And I might have a backup battery with me and, a GoPro and, maybe a body cam, 2 phones and a video recorder, maybe a light too on a stabilizer. But still, just saying, I'm on the side of the road in public. Why do I get assaulted, beat up, and attacked? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But you guys are on the side of the road catching them guys. They don't attack you guys for being out there on the side of the road, do they?
Nope.
Yes.
Well,
I watched a couple, boy, that they got mad at. You shouldn't be doing this. This could get you hurt. Blah blah blah. Don't worry about it.
Well, they're not here to protect you. The Supreme Court ruled the cops are not here to protect you. They're here to arrest you. So you don't have to worry about that part, right?
Well, that's what they say is they're there for your protection.
Well, you got to tell them Supreme Court ruled that you guys are not here to protect the public. You're here to arrest the public. That's it. You don't get my ID unless I'm going to be arrested. Then you can get my ID. Because unless you live in a state where they get the ID, now you got to check each state because they're all different. But Florida's, we don't have to show our ID unless we're being arrested or being accused of a crime or caught, about to commit a crime. It has to meet that criteria. So when they walk up and say, give me your ID, it's like if you're a passenger in a car, you weren't pulled over. You don't get to check my ID if I'm a passenger. It's my rights. Now I can give up my right and show him my ID and just, well, here you go. Or I can say, no, I'm not giving up my right. I don't have
and then it's also illegal to do anything. I think the term is retaliatory.
Yes.
Well, they do that all the time. They get me trespassed out of every store around me.
Well, they can't. The police are not legally allowed to solicit a trespass, if I'm correct.
Right, but I got video of them doing it.
They do it all the time.
To all of us, all the cop watchers and auditors, we get trespassed all the time, and it's solicited. Even Jeff Gray, He'd been trespassed out of 30 stores in a shopping mall in one day. The cop went to every single store in there and solicited the trespass and came out and trespassed Jeff Gray from the whole mall. He's been trespassed more, well, not quite as many times as me, but pretty close.
I'm not a fan. The one channel that I don't like the way they do it is Auditing America.
Yeah.
See, I said the same thing, but I guess go ahead, P.D.F. Your take on it?
Is he the guy with the spoon?
Fake Mike, fake news, or
Yeah,
I mean,
I think they're from like New England, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, but they've started going around the country.
yeah,
He's kind of got a lisp. I think he's a Latino kid.
Puerto Rican. Yep.
He got the wisp, or what the wisp thing, the metal thing he holds up like a microphone.
That's his partner.
Yeah, that's the two you're talking about. They're funny. They fuck a lot of shit up. Excuse my French, but they mess a lot of stuff up. And Rogue Nation got to kind of go around there and straighten it out for them each time to get these people's mind back right. Because they leave people scatterbrained when they walk away. They're not, I don't think, teaching people as much as they could.
That's why I love Jeffrey Gray. Is like Jeffrey Gray he'll never let somebody impact the way he's going to respond. You know who else? You know who I do like? It's kind of like pop music. Like I wouldn't say he does it great, but I love him. Is Big Nick, South Florida Accountability?
Yes.
He got mad at me.
Yeah, he got mad.
I caused his PTSD to flare for asking him a question.
Yeah, he got a little mad at us.
He got mad at me. Yeah. But I met pretty much everybody in Florida. I haven't met Big Nick, but like I said, he got mad at me. He went and hung out with the Trolls that day, Horn Bombers. Oops, excuse my French again. Took their word over mine, but that's okay. He'll figure it out one day. Who's the right one? Or he won't. Don't matter to me. Like I said, they don't pay my bills. I own 4 acres in North Florida. My bills altogether are $80 to $300 a month. So I don't even have to leave the house. I need to sit here. I'm old, man. I'm 60, bud. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to leave the house no more. I can hang out here till the day I'm gone.
I think that 21 years old is too young for someone to be a cop.
Yes, very.
Definitely. 100%.
Did you say, Ray, did you say too old or too young?
Too young.
Oh, yes, I agree. Should be 25 or 24. What they body stops maturing?
It's kind of, so I'm Catholic, right? And Catholic priests can't get married, can't have kids, but they're supposed to counsel on marriage and, raising a family.
Exactly. How does that make any sense?
When you're 21, like if you come into a domestic with, I'm approaching middle age here shortly, and my wife's my best. I love the shit out of her. Like we seldom, if ever, really. But when you're with somebody for a decade plus, that's 3,700 somewhat days. Like on occasion, there's going to be one that's out of pocket, and a 21-year-old that just needs to make 42 grand to get an 18 pack of Natty Light on the weekend. I don't think they'll have the life experience to understand the nuance of like a lover's quarrel.
Hey, we got 2 cops in Florida. One about 24, 25, 26 years old. Best friends, right? 2 cops. Was it Flagler County? I forget. One of these little counties in Florida. Well, they were playing that Fortnite game. So the one cop was standing there holding his pistol. He said he thought it was unloaded. So he pointed at his partner and shot him in the chest and killed him. It just happened last week.
Playing Fortnite, got mad at each other, and he pulled his gun out.
That's what he said. He said he was holding the gun.
It accidentally went off.
We're thinking he got mad, pulled his gun out, and shot his partner. And that's probably what happened, because there's only one story to be told. That's the guy that's still standing.
Just really quick, waterboarding. I don't think that I ignored any of your comments. If I did, please type in the one that you feel wasn't addressed.
Jan, I've heard of that, but I don't know anything about it. I just heard the name, We the People University.
Yo, I fucking love We the People University. I'm pretty sure that's the guy who used to be a sheriff's deputy, black dude. If that's who I think it is, I love We the People University.
Okay. Is that like a YouTube channel then?
Yeah.
Okay. Jan, if you want to drop his link, that would be great. I'd like to check it out.
So is everybody all signed up with Rumble already, or what?
Yeah, you got to get anyone over here, get a Rumble. Even if you start a page and you don't have nothing, just have it ready.
Yeah, everybody should sign up for Rumble, and they give you commercials right away. You're monetized
Dude,
like that.
Rumble is less functional than like a recently transitioned transgendered person. Fuck Rumble.
Yeah, but if we all go
you
there,
need Rumble.
but we could grow that channel for them. We could build them into something.
I know, and I'm gonna, and I support what they stand for, but god damn it,
It's rough, but you get used to it. I'm telling you.
wow, that sounds, never mind. I'm not even gonna, never mind.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you're.
Oh, I
like,
like this guy. This guy's funny.
I don't know what's wrong with your speaker, Max.
Hey, Ray,
Son of
can
a
you
bitch.
What
can you
is
give
it?
us a commercial break?
Well, I've already talked about Jeff's lawyer.
How about Saha? Do
No,
the
I'm gonna
Saha
do one
voice.
for Poor Dirt. I'm gonna do one for Poor Dirt Farmer.
Okay.
What's going on there, Floridians? Hopefully you're not one of those shitbag liberals who moved here from New York, Michigan, New Jersey, or Connecticut. But if you are here in the Sunshine State next to Disney, 3 million Latinos who barely speak English, and Air Ron DeSantis, if you want to stay cool as a fan this summer and you want to pay overpriced labor for something made by a Caucasian guy because he doesn't employ people of questionable citizenship, please contact Poor Dirt Farmer HVAC Services. Use promo code MAGA for 15% over what you're going to normally pay by anybody else.
That was good.
Oh, and I'm stuck in Michigan. Thanks a lot.
Shit. Oh man, that was good to laugh. Ray,
I like
you're
to,
awesome.
I have to copy that clip and put that on the beginning of all my videos.
Well, can you say
Oh,
that
yeah.
one more time? Can you do that one more time?
I come back and get it later.
Fuck no, I can't do it one more time. I had no idea what the fuck I said.
Damn
We got-
it!
Don't worry. I got the clip.
I got half of it. I didn't get the whole thing. We'll have to go
Yeah,
back
hey,
and rewind.
if you need a window unit air conditioner, potato, and use a Groupon code for we don't like pedos, and you can call me on my website phone number, and we'll, yeah, I gotta go. Yeah. That's what it would come out the second time that I did it. I have no fucking idea what I said.
It's like me. I have a rant every once in a while. I might go off on somebody. Well, maybe more than every once in a while. Allegedly, possibly. I might be known for that, possibly. But I never know what the hell I'm going to say.
Stop it. The one thing I have to tell you right now is if you don't read the King James Bible and take vitamin C, you're a fake Christian. And the other thing is I have a great body. I like to work out all the time, and you should admire my muscles unless you are like JT Colfax, because if you are gay, that's not in the Rick James Bible. That's what that guy Mike Saha sounds like.
Yes, he does.
He told people if they don't read the King James Bible, they're a fake Christian. And I was like, so we did a video, me and my buddy Cam, and it was like, I want everybody right now to buy the LeBron James Bible, and just fucking trolling the shit out of him, man. And I don't know. I've been back for like 6 weeks. I'm probably canceled already. So fuck it.
Hey, P.D.F. and everybody, somebody drop that link on Cam's Oath Reminders, his Cop Watch page, not his pred catching page, but his Cop Watch. I think it's where it's at, right, Ray? Or is it on TikTok?
So Oath Reminders was the backup page. Like we have, it's him. It's his channel, not mine. He's got a couple of catches up there. He's got some audits. I know me and him are going to go do an audit together. I'm excited to get into the auditing community.
Yeah.
Well, you need to come over to PDF's panel, and you'll be fit right in.
What state are you in?
I'm on the border of the Carolinas and Georgia. I'm kind of in that little tri-state area.
Hell yeah. I'm right at the bottom of Georgia.
Really quick, talking about blackmail. A friend of my younger guy, that's a friend of mine. He's on Tinder and he meets this girl. I guess she's a fake girl, something like that. They go on a text message and they do what the young kids do, and they exchange certain types of photos. They like reverse looked up his number, found his Instagram, and started sending messages and shit of him with certain types of pictures. And I mean, luckily enough, he's like a really good looking kid, so it won't be too embarrassing. But he's like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know, bro." That's how people. This is like if these people spent like 1/3 of that ingenuity to make real money, they'd all be wealthy. But instead, they're going to try to extort people over dick pics.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Now that's what you call true blackmail.
Yeah.
Right. So that was kind of more to waterboarding. Like I always thought blackmail was, I thought it had to be, I guess more egregious would be the right word. Egregious, maybe. Yeah. Or like,
Mhm.
I don't know, but that is, I definitely don't want to commit a felony when I do another catch. So, hey, waterboarding, here's a question. Because waterboarding he said on several occasions that he worked for a lawyer for 15 years. I would tend to believe him on that. If I say something along the lines of, I was like, you and I have to have a chat. And he's like, what are you going to do if I don't? I said, well, depending on how our chat goes, that's going to really dictate the course of action that I choose after our previously aforementioned dialogue. Like, can I get away with saying that?
Of course.
Okay, here's a good, for instance, for him if he said he worked for a lawyer. We had one over here in Lake City, Florida. This guy here is really creepy looking. I mean, he's scary. Ain't no kid would ever go near these people that we've caught or seen caught or reported on. So now we reported it to the prosecutor over there in Lake City. Now that was done live, and I replayed it on my live. The live was played on my channel, my Port Dirt Farmer channel. The dude that was filming it had a channel, but nobody knew it. So the prosecutor wanted to be able to take the credit for this, but we had already played it live on the internet. So how are we going to give them the credit? But being as we wouldn't give them the credit because we said, well, how can we? We can't. It's already been broadcasted on YouTube. Thousands of people watched it. So they let the guy go because they couldn't get the credit. But we couldn't
I don't understand.
I said, you can have the credit, but we've already exposed it.
I don't understand why the cops want to take your guys' phones when everything's just on the internet live. They can just get a link and watch everything.
That one I actually can speak on, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with what's called chain of custody. Because
so they want the proof and the evidence on it more than just a clip or just a link.
Right, because if you go home afterwards, I'm sure that there's ways people can manipulate or edit or Photoshop or.
Right.
And the other thing too is that this is where I will give cops a little bit of leeway. Like when we showed up to me and Cam and I, forgive my shitty English. When Cam and I showed up to a department, imagine being in like a little fucking Barney Fife village, like 7 full-time sworn officers. And we're like, hey, we're non-LEO civilian predator hunters here, and we got chat logs from Grindr for a guy 2 counties over who wants to meet a minor for sex. Like, I sincerely doubt that at any point in their 9-week police academy, they were prepped on
any of that.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it gives them a pass. I'm just saying I understand there's something about like sensory overload. Like some people, when they don't know what to do, they shut down and they start trying to flex their ego. A better quality individual would say, hey, stand by. I'm going to call like the State Department. I'm sure they have an investigator online. Please just let me get the right end. But cops as a whole never seem to want to gather info. It's like they're afraid to say, I'm not sure or I don't know.
Yeah, that's not in their vocabulary. All they know is
they don't understand it.
Comply or die. That's it.
Hey, Max, you got that static again, just FYI.
Son of a bitch.
Dude, I feel like I'm actually starting to win waterboarding over a little bit tonight.
Hey, that's that iPhone thing, man. Everything.
Yeah, first I didn't use a mic. Now I got a mic in, and it does it on both. Man, I can't wait for this damn computer.
It's probably the processor getting hot.
I do. I just want to tell waterboarding. I've tried to cut the smugness back. I couldn't get to half, but I think I'm at like 13% smug reduction waterboarding. So I know I'm not there yet, but I'm trying hard, pal.
You cannot change a live stream video on YouTube. If you go into your live stream and manipulate it, when you try to load it back up, your chat's going to be gone.
Yeah.
So when they take the phone, like when we got attacked by the guy with the spray paint because he didn't like us filming in my own town, my own land here, they attacked us with spray paint. Well, they decided they didn't get the camera from us, so they weren't going to use our video in court. But yet the prosecutor continued to use things in the video that weren't even true. But I wasn't allowed to show my video, so they found the guy not guilty of assaulting us with spray painting my buddy in the face.
Jeez.
So when you're a victim, you can't even win as a First Amendment person, auditor, cop watcher, activist. If you're a victim, you probably are not going to win unless you're very jury friendly, like Jeff Gray. He's jury friendly. So if you're going to be a cop watcher, the dude I put out today, I mean, the story I put out about the First Amendment auditor on my page today. 16-year-old girl has to do with a hotel room, has to do with alcohol. He lied multiple times. He has a very bad record. I've researched everything about him. So when these guys are walking around filming cops, and I always say holding people accountable, shouldn't they hold themselves accountable? Now, me, I'm not jury friendly at all. I mean, not even close. I can't even win when I'm the victim.
They won't even let you show the video when you're the victim.
Oh, I got busted growing $500,000 worth of weed. So I'm a felon, federal felon. So who am I to tell a cop to act correctly? I'm not a criminal. I'm a felon.
Are you open to a perspective of not saying that I give cops a pass, but why I empathize with their shortcomings?
Oh yeah, I'm always open to talk to cops. They just don't like talking to me.
So here's I'm a mediocre mixed martial artist at best. I mean, I'm a decent guy around the gym. I'm great in the I love making guys laugh. I'm decent. I'm decent at what I do. I get the better of half the guys that I spar with and roll with, and the other half of guys get the better of me. Like, to go hands on, there's an amount of conflict that I think that we're able to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And if you look at a trauma nurse or an ER doctor or a cop in an area with a high amount of domestic abuse, or even take, I often wonder how the decoy girls that do the phone calls in our community, I think that the lack of physical training for cops is something that fight or flight thing. It's when you don't know how to defend yourself competently, I think that can lead to an adrenaline spike, which clouds your judgment, shuts down dialogue. I see it all the time. Whenever I watch especially when the guys go hands on, I see a guy that doesn't really know what he's doing.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I think, just let me wrap that up, where I think that the departments as a whole, they kind of fail these guys on prepping them appropriately for, how to deal with the public, what hands-on constitutes, and how to respond when, even if somebody does go hands-on with you, how many times have we seen someone brush up against it? It's kind of like in sports, when you see someone just accidentally bump a ref and they go fucking berserk.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with Tim Kennedy?
Yes.
He was a UFC middleweight contender. He was an active Army Ranger when he was fighting in the UFC. He runs a program called Condition Black, I think it's called, where with law enforcement, they'll put him in a room with strobe lights, dummy rounds that'll jam up the gun. So basically what they try to do is create every single scenario they could go wrong. This way, a cop in the field, I mean, obviously you can't foolproof anything, but in a perfect world, they would never be seeing anything for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, the one thing that I like to stress, New York came up with a new test program. It does a lie detector test and it has a psychological test. 75% of the people that tried to become cops failed the test. 25% that passed never got a lawsuit against them. So that means to me, 75% of the cops are bad. They shouldn't have jobs. That's how I look at the statistics, because of the New York statistics from when they changed their testing policy to hire new officers. So right away, I have so many videos I can't even tell y'all. Keebler's page today, this cop, man, he was standing there. He unloaded, he emptied his gun out on this guy. And he didn't get no trouble for it. And this dude wasn't even he didn't even shoot the right guy. The dude that he took out, that was standing there saying he didn't want to be detained, well, he was the one that stopped the fight that was going on. Cop went right after him right away, told him, "You're going to be detained." The guy said, "I don't want to be detained." He tried to tase him, didn't work, emptied his revolver. He didn't get no charges. We watched the worst of the worst, dude. The stuff that I'm seeing out here that these officers are doing is, man, Hitler would be jealous of what American government's doing to its people. That's what I
Well,
see.
I'm also not a fan of small departments because like nepotism and rogue leadership can take over.
Yeah.
As a general rule of thumb, you typically see less. I'm going to quote my good buddy Locksmith. You see less fuckery with larger, more professional departments, like per capita.
What about Los Angeles? All the different police gangs, they had their own tattoos, they had their own hand signals.
Yeah, Detroit.
Los Angeles. I mean, I got so many stories, dude. I took 1,000 stories off my page last year. There's probably still over 1,000 on it. Just in a couple playlists. I got so many playlists.
And buddy, you're talking to a libertarian. I support the Oath Keepers organization. Like I'm with you 97.5% of the way. I have a feeling if we gave that psychological test to teachers, to little league coaches, to HVAC and so granted, teachers and HVAC installers aren't responsible for other people's freedom, but I think that's more the human condition. And honestly, maybe some of it has to do with the low earning potential of law enforcement and which candidates that would attract.
Some of these cop watchers are bringing in $1,000 a day. You know that, right?
No, I'm talking about the cops themselves, man.
I'm saying the cop watchers, the auditors. Some of us out here that are doing this, some of these guys, they bring in $30,000 a month, standing there with a camera and filming cops and walking into post offices and stuff. It's a lot of money involved here. That's just AdSense. That ain't even counting all the donos they get from PayPal.
Right. No, I was saying like police, like I'm saying that the low income earning of, I was saying, I think that they, at $41,000 a year, you know,
they're making big money. The cops that I've run their salary checks, some of them are making $100,000 a year, and they get $80,000 overtime pay. They're making big money now. Around where I live, the cops in these little towns in North Florida, they make about $36,000 a year to start out. There's only 8,000 people, less than 8,000 in my whole county. But our sheriff, he makes over $100,000 a year, like $102,000, $112,000 a year. In a town of less than 8,000 people? Wait a minute. There's something wrong here. There's too much money in that, dude. They're making.
You think that someone's responsible for the entire well-being of a police department, like the ultimate manager, doesn't deserve $100K?
In a town of less than 8,000 people, and everybody in the town makes less than $20,000 a year? I think that's a little bit extreme. And then 10 miles away, 15 miles away, there's another county. And 10 miles from that, there's another county. And 20 miles from that, there's another county all across North Florida. Union County, Florida, the same family's been the sheriff for 100 years.
Well, that's why I said I don't like nepotism. That's why I think like we're agreeing on like 97% of, I'm just saying if we wanted better cops, like better qualified individuals, you know, if I had a son that was 19 today and he said, should I go be an apprentice for an HVAC guy and start my own company? Should I go to college or be a cop? I'm probably telling him to go start an HVAC company.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's where I was kind of saying it's, you know, the first thing we got to do is, you know, adjust the recruitment process of law enforcement.
And because
like what kind of candidates are we going for?
Hey, I always go back to we have to have a certain type of people to do this job, because the lady that stabbed her baby 21 times, we had to have a cop go get this lady out of that house. Do you want to do that job?
I probably would.
No, I wouldn't want to, though. It wouldn't be a job I would want to do. Fix somebody's unit, make them happy. Yeah, go take this lady out of this house that done mutilated her kid.
Oh, I thought you meant go get the lady out to save the baby. No, I would have no ambition to see a baby. No, sir. No, sir.
There's 21 stabs, so there's nothing left.
Jesus
but you
Christ.
have to have a type of person that will do that wants to do that job. So the type of person that we're hiring, it seems to me, are the bullies, the people that are wanting to hurt people. They enjoy it. That's the type of people I see being hired, because I'm watching what they do. And then if you go to New York, like I said, 25% got the job and they never had a lawsuit. That's the kind of people we want, because they're following the law. They're not overzealous officers looking for crime where there is none. And that's what we have.
We are in agreement there. And going back to that, the hands-on and the proper training, you know, when I was a younger guy and a little bit full of piss and vinegar, and I was getting a couple of stripes on my white belt, about to get my blue belt, you know, we were the kind of guys that would typically get in scuffles in the bar room. You know who never gets in a fight? The fucking black belts. That you'll never hear them having like. That's what that whole 21 years old, the young guy thing.
Sowing their oats, so to speak.
Oh, dude,
PDF.
everybody's full of piss and vinegar at fucking 21.
PDF.
It's like every night you go out, you're either going to start a fight or start a family if you can read between the lines. Like those are the only two options when you go out drinking when you're 21.
Yeah.
Do you know that? PDF, do you know that person?
Who?
It's on the screen there.
Eat my eggplant. No, I don't really.
It says, what up though? PDF sent me. Don't trespass me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hey, it's Edward.
I guess they cool.
Is that really Edward?
I shared your link on my community page, so who knows? Hello, how you doing? Welcome in, hang out, have fun. Glad to see you. I know a lot of people, you know. I don't have that big of a page like Jeff and them, but
yes, that is really Edward, my friend Edward, who I
thank you for
will
coming
stand
in,
by.
Edward. Appreciate it.
I believe we need cops. But when one comes across your gate in the middle of the night, sneaks into your backyard, and you catch him out there with no warrants, that's a Fourth Amendment guarantee that our government isn't going to come to our house without a search warrant and search our home.
Get you a mod there, Edward.
You know, and then once they've done that to you, you've realized you have no rights in this great free country no more. So then you want to test to see if you have rights. I want to test my government now. I want to see what they're going to do. Are you going to tase me, take me to jail for practicing my freedoms, my rights to be free in a free country?
Mm-hmm.
And the odds are, yeah, they're going to take me to jail one day soon.
What's the famous quote? Anyone who trades safety for freedom shall receive neither. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Thomas Jefferson came out with that, I think. It said, if those who trade freedom, what is it? Liberty for security deserve neither liberty or security, or something like that. I don't know. I think it's a Ben Franklin.
There is a fucking crazy person screaming in the parking lot.
Film them. That's a Karen right there. Film everything.
Should I go investigate?
Yes. Turn your camera on. Let's see what they're doing.
Can I turn my camera around on Yardstream?
Yeah. You just got to turn it onto your back camera. Just don't shot it towards yourself, or they'll have a screen on you. Or they'll have a screenshot. They'll save you, make pictures of you, put you on TikTok. Did I tell you about that guy, Jeff? We went in his room, and he's in there. They're drinking, right? They're all having fun.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff, if anything terrible happens to me, tell Locksmith, Edward, Bad Guy, Jules, Matt, TC.
Edward's in here, so my IQ is negative 165 now, so I can't remember all that.
No, dude, but they measured your IQ in metric.
I'm pretty baked, to be honest with you, but yeah, I had to laugh. My eyes are like, you guys should see me right now. It's pretty sad. Look, that's how baked I am.
I flew all the way to Amsterdam and couldn't get that baked.
Well, I'm hitting the old wax tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yaksamash! Bro, these are my Polish neighbors. They work for Lockheed Martin. They are hammered.
What's up, Ed?
Everything is good. Bardzo dobrze, Yaksamash, dobranoc. Yes, good.
Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety
You too,
deserve
my
neither
man.
liberty or safety.
Liberty or freedom, yeah. Yes.
Dude, these guys are they are literally screaming.
Yeah.
They're singing, they're Polish guys, and I only know like fucking maybe 30 phrases in Polish, and I just screamed out random like hello, thank you, good day, and they just start screaming, yes.
Yeah, here's somebody speaking their language. That's probably fun to them. I like that. That's cool.
Sorry about that, guys. I should have muted that. That was obnoxious. Please forgive me.
That was fun. What are you talking about? I loved it.
Oh,
Yep, that was the quote right there. And PDF, you're right. That was a Ben Franklin quote.
Was it? I thought I had. I got one. I got 2 brain cells left. One to kickstart the other one.
Well, when they're working together, man, you got it right.
no, but they've had a restraining order against each other since the second Obama administration.
I got just past. One just past the other one.
Hey, Team David, what's up? You still got to claim your prize.
I got just past from the coffee shop, and I never even made it in the door. He said, "I know who you are. Get out of here," or something like that. What do you tell me? Get the fuck out of here.
Team David, please DM me so you can select your prize. I still got him sitting here. But yeah, thanks Edward for putting that up, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. Is that our Hebrew? Is that our community's Hebrew hammer, or is it a different?
No. Ex-commissioner in Florida
Okay.
and a lawyer.
Go to
Not
his
mine.
page. When you go to his page, there'll be a Ferrari on there. I don't think that's your friend.
Oh yeah, I don't think so either. He ain't my friend, but I don't think so either.
So I thought maybe.
And by the way, he knew a long time ago about the other Hebrew hammer
Oh, for
lurking
real?
in the community. Yeah, he knew he was going to fall. He was just waiting for the crash.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, see, we have a large group of trolls that follow me around. They don't like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to bail. I hope to talk First Amendment stuff again soon.
I don't panel all the time, dude, on Poor Dirt Farmer or Poor Dirt Farmer Live. Come around and hang out.
Hey, Jeff, make sure you send that to me, brother.
Yeah, we got you, Ray.
Edward, you
Said
saw my
what?
text I sent you, right, Edward?
I saw the one earlier. Let me check again.
I'm sorry, Ray. What did you want me to send you?
Send me the link for Poor Dirt Farmer's channel.
Okay.
Oh, the
This
one
way
where
I
you
can-
went to the dark side? Yeah, I got that one.
No, not that one. The later one where it says, if need be, it says I'm kind of serious.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it.
Is that really a thing or no?
I don't know. No, probably not.
Okay, good, because that's a long drive.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
If things change, I'll let you know.
Maybe I'll buy an RV. I'll be there shortly.
Like I say,
Later,
if you
fucker.
guys get them catches and you want some First Amendment auditors or cop watchers around somewhere, I mean, they don't have to be right up in their face. They could stand off in a distance or something. But we have people all over the United States just like you guys do.
Hey, PDF, since you have direct communication to an actual human at YouTube, can you look at somebody, they use my image and stuff?
No, all you got to do is go on YouTube Studio Creator and to make your complaint. And there's a place in there to file terms of service because someone uses your avatar. They're not allowed to. If it's your picture, like my picture of my dogs, like this one and the other one that's got the mouth open, the dog's yawning. Well, they're my pictures. They're copyrighted for YouTube.
Yeah.
So they do it all the time to me. They steal my picture, my name, and they go out and try to make me look bad. I can report them just for using my picture and get their channels gone. And I get people's channels gone all the time. I get reported 10, 20 times a day. One time I got reported 5,000 times in one day. They don't like me.
You reported a channel 5,000 times in one day? Or you got
They reported me.
Oh, damn. That's
They set up a Facebook page just to report me. It had over 5,000 clicks on it.
Wow.
On the button just to file the report against me. I was doing a protest in North Carolina up there for blind justice.
I've heard a little bit about you.
Yeah. I go around all over South Florida. I stand up. I try to do what's right and good and have the facts and the proof, or I don't try to say it. You know what I mean? But I got a lot of trolls that don't like me because I don't know. They just don't like me.
Yeah, you
How
know
do you
a lady
like
named
that?
Angela G?
Angela G. I remember that name.
Okay. Yeah, she's a close friend of mine.
I think I go in her chat. What's she do in the morning?
I don't know. I mean, she does some off the wall stuff. I mean, she does all different
Arts
stuff.
and crafts
She does
stuff sometimes.
arts and crafts sometimes, cannabis a
That
lot.
red hair? She have red
Yep,
hair?
sure
Yes,
does.
I remember. Yes, I know her channel. I go in there. Yep. She's a mellow channel. I like going in there and hanging out.
Yeah, she's a close friend of mine. I've known her for
Cool.
years.
Yeah, I go in there every once in a while.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ray, if you're still here. I don't think I said goodbye. Sorry. I was busy looking up something and whatnot.
I battle the porn bombers out here a lot. They don't like that. They think they're allowed to porn bomb us and it's not illegal. And I'm like,
Yeah, Ed,
They
that
do
was
it
our
over here a lot,
discussion.
too. Yeah.
That we exposed some porn bombers tonight. That was the whole discussion between Bryden, P.D.F, Max, and I. That's what the stream was mainly about.
and a really big cop watcher channel named News Now Houston got convicted today. I think he got 20 years.
I'm from Houston. I know him. Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah. I don't know if he did it or not, but his daughters say he did it. So
yeah. Oh, I believe them. I believe them for sure.
Yeah, I have to because my wife was abused and she knew it when since she was 5. So they don't
thanks,
forget. They don't forget, and they get more and more depressed throughout their life because of that. And people don't see the results of what happens to these people afterwards, and then they want to come out and attack me because I stand up against people that use sex to assault people online to get our channels taken down or their way of rage quitting, whatever it is. They get mad at you, and then they e-bomb us, so you say. But you know what I mean? It's wrong, and YouTube and StreamYards won't do anything about it. Very rarely.
2 things I want to point out. Hey, Brits, Gray-Eyed Jewel, thanks for being here again. They don't like Ed because he calls them out on their crap facts. And then I want you to see this PDF as soon as I can bring it up here. Oh, I think we should ban this person. I don't think it's Ray. Poor dirt farmer. People like that are just jealous of others. That's why they report.
That's why they report. That's why they report me. Yeah, that's why they report me, because they're jealous. That's what he's right.
Yeah, I read that wrong. My bad. Sorry about that. I read that wrong.
And like I said, they started up a fake Facebook page. They called it a political organization, and they spelled the word organization wrong. And all they do is put up videos of cops rescuing kids and dogs and babies and stuff, which is all good cops videos. So a lot of people thought it was my page, because I got Poor Dirt Farmer Club on Facebook, right? So I expose crooked cops pretty much. It's pretty much what I do. So they all went on that page over there, the organization, they spelled the word wrong. And they had to leave in the comments, this isn't Poor Dirt Farmer's page. It was put up to make him look bad. Well, how is them putting up good cop videos on a page with my name on it, Poor Dirt Farmer, making me look bad?
Yeah.
It just gets my name out there because I'm www.poordirtfarmer.com.
Okay, I just want to say, if the community or Pred Catcher drama channel is watching, go ahead and start clipping this. This is going to be a good one. So Edward's on stream. Since people accused me one time of wrench begging all the time, here you go. Edward, can I please have my wrench back in your room?
Oh, yeah, sure. You wrench begging now? Are you really? I mean, I would have given it back to you, but no begging. Yeah, you got it.
Thank you, Ed.
But Poor Dirt Farmer, let me ask you, wasn't Earl Warden already a sex offender?
Yes, he was.
News Now Houston was already a registered sex offender, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yep, for being with an underage girl, and there was a really terrible story that went with it.
I don't know the story. I just know he was a sex offender.
We don't even want to word it. It's terrible. What he did is like very intimidating, very strange, very overpowering of a younger person when he was over, adult age, and the girl wasn't. And that's the thing. With his story, the girl was leaving her job and walking home, and he coaxed her into his car. Okay, however it happened, it happened. The story I put out today of a guy that come out here trying to be a First Amendment auditor, cop watcher, whatever. He was with a friend of mine on my friend's video, and I seen him, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's the guy I did a story on back in 2019, and he was charged with getting with a girl that was 16 years old, And then he closed his channel down. Well, he came out with a new channel. Well, when I found him, I'm like, wait a minute. I went ahead and exposed him again today. I made a video about him and put it out there. Well, I went on his page and left comments too, and he deleted my comments. So I made a post and put it up on my community, on my, the post you put up with the pictures of screenshots of him deleting my comments, asking him about the 16-year-old girl case.
Wow.
So then he comes out and left a comment saying that he would explain it. All the information's there. He was only charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor, getting her drunk. But the actual sex thing he wouldn't admit to, that she claimed he did multiple times to her. So then he went and set his YouTube page private. Now you have to sign up and give him money to go watch his videos. So at least I got him to close his daggone page down today.
Was that for this newest case, or was that from the one in the 80s?
No, this is a different person that I did expose today.
Wow.
That on my page. He's the last video I put up on the Poor Dirt Farmer page, because these people are coming out here with cameras wanting to join in, make that big money. They think there's really no big money unless you get real crazy out here. But, everybody wants to be a cop watcher, but nobody wants to hold each other accountable. These other cop watchers, they're too afraid of losing a click and a view, losing that dono, that money. So they don't care who they stand next to. And to me, if I'm going to stand next to somebody out on the street or anywhere, I want to make sure they ain't got some kind of weird charges against them. You know what I mean? I don't want to stand next to someone like News Now Houston.
Absolutely.
There's no way. You know what I mean? I don't, and I won't. That would be disrespectful to my wife. I've been with her 40 years plus. But we're not married, but we're married. You know what I mean? We got together in high school. So I've known about her problems, what happened to her my whole life, and I've watched her deteriorate depression-wise throughout her life. And if you research it, you find out the people that are victimized, they get worse with age when they suffer from depressions and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some people it don't, but I think the majority of the women suffered a lot. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And I've seen families with all 10 girls were assaulted.
I know it.
That's psychiatric treatment, therapists and all that. They all have depression issues. So it don't just affect them at that point in time. It comes back to haunt them. They might not even think about it for 10 years, 15 years. Then all of a sudden it comes back. Bam. Hits them like a brick wall.
Yeah.
And that's why I stand against porn bombers on YouTube and any sexual deviant
that
I come across.
And just for everybody that's listening, if you weren't here at the beginning, we released their screen names, their YouTube names that are porn bombers. And also, again, please be careful, because what they're doing is they're going around different communities in YouTube, and you'll think it's like somebody and they'll come up on panel and boom.
They clone your friends' names is what they're doing. They're cloning your friends' names.
Yes. And one of the gentlemen that was up here earlier, Max, his grandkids just happened to be watching the YouTube, and it was just a regular normal panel, and somebody did that. And so P.D.F, I don't know if you want to release the names one more time, since we're
I got plenty of videos on the Poor Dirt Farmer Live channel and the P.D.F Files channel. There's just too many to even name. I had two of the channels they basically porn bombed each other last week or the week before that, and they got struck, and both of them channels are gone. So now they don't have a donut channel for Christmas, do they? They sat out there and did their little shitty diaper show, so to speak, assaulting people verbally. I mean, one of their major supporters, they ragged on her so hard. We watched her eat a handful of pills out here on YouTube one night and drink a beer down behind her. And we had to make serious calls real quick to get something taken care of. And she helped these people I guarantee you thousands of dollars, maybe tens of thousands. And then that's the kind of people these people attack, because it's the same thing. It's a power trip to these people, man. This porn bombing thing, they want to control you, your living room, who's in your house, who's behind your computer. They think they can have the power over it. If they decide that they don't want us to have a channel and have our word, have our voice, our freedoms, they want to porn bomb us and then laugh and think it's funny. That's a sexual assault. I don't care what they say. They can say it ain't. And when I had an attorney cuss at a lady who not an attorney. She failed the bar associate test twice so far. Some lady named Lauren. She porn bombs people out here. She admits, and she's trying to be an attorney. She can't even follow terms of service. Can you, Lauren? I know they're watching. They stream, restream everywhere I go. They're restreaming us in Discord right now. There's probably a couple YouTube panels going on right now restreaming us as we speak. And when I find out they did it, I'll let you know, and I'll strike their ass for stealing your content. So I'm not playing their games no more. They think YouTube's a game. It might be to them, but they're hurting people. They put my phone number on their banner and run it all night long on their stream. That's against terms of service. YouTube don't care. They eavesdrop, they call and wiretap my phone and eavesdrop me on their panels. That's against the law. That's against federal law. I filed against them. I made my complaints. Government don't care.
PDF, there's something on the screen I'd like you to read.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I just have fun most of the time, but we have a lot of fun on my panel. We laugh, but we do get to the serious stuff. And it's real then. You know.
Thank you, Britt.
They always attack the weak people out here, people that they feel are weak. So I put myself in front of the line so that they can come after me. You know what I mean? I put myself on the chopping block for all the trolls to come get something. They like stealing my words too, like I'll say, you know, hey, you like me now. And then start
How do
saying,
you like me now, boy?
How do you like me now, boy? I'm good at words, man. I can rag them. I get them fired up, boy. I'll pop in a room with 9 trolls, and I'll pop up on the panel and start cussing all 9 of them out at the same time for about 4 hours.
Wow. Is that Kodiak? Is that the real Kodiak?
That's probably the real Kodiak. She was just over there at Bill's.
Northern Ireland, if I got that, I hope I got that right. Northern Ireland?
Yes, yeah, you do. Don't say she's from Ireland. She'll kick your ass.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, that's why I said Northern.
If y'all want to watch a really good cop watcher, auditor, she's down South Florida. Her name is Acura Amanda. This girl is gold. I'm telling you.
I think I've seen her.
We were talking about Jeff Gray and them. There's some good people down here in Florida. We got James Madison, Rogue Nation, Rice Crispy. You know, we got down south Acura Amanda, American Amy. Now we just lost Jay Surreal. He died of fentanyl. We lost Igor Robb. He died of fentanyl. You know, and we've lost several people this year because of that stuff. And I'm not saying that they were young.
I don't want to interrupt, but now that Ed is up here, can you, P.D.F, explain to him about the Chuck Bronson situation? So, Ed, I don't know if I'm doing this the wrong way, Ed. I don't mean to put it on you, but I think you want to hear this.
Well, Chuck Bronson's a good guy, but his choice of the people he hangs with, whether it be clicks and views or he just don't give a shit, it's up to him. Freedom of choice. It says, you know, it's freedom, so I have to give him that. But my choice of who he hangs out with, I would not let people like he lets in his room. One guy, Corey Steele, there's a story on it. He's got little girls at the back of the page. You've got a dark bar scene, 2 people talking. You can't even hear what they're saying. And then you let the video play for about 3-4 minutes, which I couldn't figure it out why I did it. I watched most of the video, then I left. When I came back, it started playing again. All of a sudden, a little blonde-haired girl pops on the end of the video. Talking about she was with Corey Steele all night. And then she puts her hands over her mouth like, oops, I shouldn't have said that live on the camera. He's got that on his page. With other videos just like that. We found pages, actual internet pages, like gamer pages, got all the same videos on there. This is weird. So I made a video about it. Well, we told Chuck about it. And he started saying, well, my friend No Justice, really good guy. He told Chuck on my panel one day, hey, man, you got that guy Corey Steele in your room? Chuck tells him, well, I let you in there. I'm like, wait a minute, Chuck, you want to call my friend No Justice? You're saying, you know, that's wrong. Well, then I sit there and watch. So now my friend, who I knew, Jay Surreal, cop watcher, died of fentanyl. His brother decides he's going to start being a cop watcher. So I researched his brother's background. I find out he's been busted a whole shitload of times for selling fentanyl.
Jeez.
Is that the kind of person you want to stand beside and watch a cop with? I don't. I'm sorry. I watch every cop I see if I want to. but I'm not going to stand beside somebody who is into that as heavily as he was. Miami slapped stack of charges. Lee County, stack of charges. We research everybody, dude. And when I say, well, if you're going to let that kind of person hang out with you, I'm not. I'm out. That person ain't holding himself accountable, but he wants to hold a cop accountable.
Who is the pedo that he hangs around with again?
Corey Steele. If you type in Corey Steele, you'll see my video come to the top. I guarantee you. Watch it.
I will.
And I try to find out who this guy is. I turned him into the Child Protection League. I've reported him to several different big things. Never nothing. We found his videos probably on 10 pages. Why? Why is this weirdo got these pictures on these videos on all these gamer pages? He tries to get with 10-year-old girls and asking them to marry him.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I can't have somebody like that in my room. I tell everybody. I've been in so many arguments with friends of mine because you let Corey Steele in here, he's a freaking weirdo. And they'll kick me out of the room and leave him in. Fine. I got 250 YouTube accounts. If I want to troll them, there ain't nothing you can stop me.
P.D.F, can you put his link in the private chat, please?
Yeah, where's he from?
Whose link?
That Steele guy.
I don't have it on my phone. I don't have a computer till Saturday. My new computer's coming in. But if you type it in, you can see my video come to the top. And it's probably got a link to his page. If not, it's got a picture of him sitting there with a stocking cap. Looked like a nylon's over his head, hiding his face.
Let me see if I can find it.
PDF,
My computer's really slow.
Now, one thing, we try to watch them to see if they have videos of buildings. If you can find a building, any type of special building in a picture on these people's videos, and you screenshot that building, I can usually find that building. There's only one building like that in the whole United States. Sure, I mean, we have a building, it's like a plant match. But you got to find a picture of a building in their video. And then once you find that building, we can find that person. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I spelled Corey right or not. I spelled it
C-O-R-Y.
Oh, without the E. Okay, let me try that. I got some rock star.
Steele with the E at the end. S-T-E-E-L-E. I guarantee you my video, Four Dirt Farmer video, is going to come to the top.
Oh, yeah, there's his channel. 90 subscribers.
He has like 15 pages. He's got all kind of pages. He's got these pages that are plants, and we had all of them, man. He's got a shitload of pages, and they all have the same videos. And then he'll come in on his page under his fake names, his troll names, and talk to himself. Trying to act like he's a good person. Oh, Corey's a great person. It's his own page doing it.
We got snipers like that in this community too.
Oh, this guy's strange, man. And then they walk around stocking girls' nylons on his head.
If you wanted to, when you have some free time, type that in because there's so many different accounts. I don't even know where to begin. So
I can't have people like that around me. I'm gonna wig out. I go to cussing and screaming and hollering. It ain't good.
Do you know anything about Beware Mouse?
Yeah, he's a
pedophile.
Yeah, I helped destroy him years ago. Got 100 and some pages of that piece of shit. So all the trolls that I bust, they all come out here saying, "Poor Dirt Farmer defended Mouse." That's the only thing they can say. I've been out here for 10 years, and that's the only thing they keep saying because I set him up. Try to be nice to him, get him on the panel, and then bust his ass. I had him on the panel a while back, cussed his ass out again at the end. But we asked him questions. So he come out and told his story. He's just like News Now Houston. He was with a younger girl. So he tried to tell a story.
He grew the younger girl. I read all of his court documents. He grew.
So then once he's told his story, years go by. We get him on the panel. We get him to tell the story again. Well, the one time he told us that he used to take care of the kids in the neighborhood that the parents neglected. They would come to his house and he would give them, attention, so to speak. The next time, we just had him not too long ago on the panel, he tried to tell us all the parents were there with the kids. I'm like, wait a minute, So I got all the trolls saying, "Poor Dirt Farmer let Mouse on the panel." I'll put any of these piece of craps up on my panel and drill them. The last one we caught down here in Florida, he was a cop watcher. We're listening to the live trial when he got arrested, and the prosecutor said that this guy, he's got previous sex offender charges. We're listening to the live trial. So within an hour after we got him bonded out of jail, they did, whoever bonded him out, I had him on my panel, had him tell his story. He tried to tell us there was some other guy involved, and he ran out of the house, and the guy beat him to the phone, turned him in instead. Then we come to find out the real story. There was a woman there. There was no other guy, and she caught him with her daughter. There wasn't no other guy. Well, 2 days later, he got up on Josh's page, Accountability for All, pretty big channel, and told his story again, totally different than the story he told me that night. So I'll get these guys on the panel. I'll let them talk. Trolls can say whatever they want, but I always got the clip, the whole clip.
So you've been around for a long time. What do you know about Aaron Cox?
He used to defend Mouse. He thought him and Mouse was going to, him, Mouse, Brian King, all of them years ago, they were starting a radio station. And that was before anybody knew Mouse was a perv. So everybody, Mouse used to come out and share all kinds of information with everybody. He was acted like he was pretty smart. He could research shit because he had 5 freaking laptops or big old computer screens in front of him. He had like a radio station set up. Well, once he got exposed, that sure blew Aaron Cox shit out the water. He also has a page called Detective Gomez. And he's got a whole bunch of videos on there saying, Poor Dirt Farmer defended Mouse. Detective Gomez is an idiot. He's a fool. And that's Aaron Cox as well. So another fool. He lost his chance to have a YouTube channel because he defended Mouse.
Yeah,
I didn't know I was muted, guys. Guys. No, I'm just kidding. AC's new channel put a video up, a re-upload, and he spliced it, make it look like you were supporting Mouse when that's when you guys were setting him up.
Donovan, yes. What Mouse is a guy named Rex Fredrickson.
Yeah, that's Rex. Rat. I call him Rat. Well, we pretty much had him dissolved. And then fucking authority check and his little porn bombing buddies come out and brought him back to life. They were chasing him down the street one day with this one dude, I call him Meth Mouth. His name was Cop Watcher 303. He chasing him down the street in the middle of the night with a pistol on his side, chasing this rat piece of shit, hollering, PDF, PDF, PDF. Rat's running away from him saying, fuck PDF. I was in bed sleeping. These motherfuckers in Colorado, I'm in Florida. They were chasing some of her down the road. My name is the most cussed out name, I think, out here in the past year. I don't think nobody's ever cussed anybody more than me. Spell my name right, whatever you do.
How do you like me now, boy?
How do you like me now? I'm outspoken and over opinionated.
I remember Aaron on a live stream before. He was talking about the Mouse thing, and he was saying that the girl was just a drug addict and a whole bunch of shit.
I had him say that. I got him to say that one night. I got him.
Oh, you were on there. Okay.
I was on the panel the whole night. And I told him, I said, why don't you apologize to that girl? I was trying to be nice to him a little bit, but he didn't talk. He didn't talk if you're cussing him out the whole time, right? So I only cuss him out a little bit, but so he's like, he's all.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean, for the $1.99. I will try to clean my bedroom. Thank you. Finally, he's going to clean his room.
I help expose them on the internet, kind of like what you guys do with the debate pages. We expose the internet people.
Jeff, why did your mom change her screen name to Sean is a Bad Boy?
I'll have to ask her. I don't know.
Well, I'm only here to, I have to do a PSA for Brother Edward because he's very humble. Anybody in this chat in T-minus, how long are you going to go for, Jeff?
I don't know.
Well, rumor has it that Edward has some groundbreaking news. And I just wanted him to know that there are several unruly people that cannot be satisfied in the chat. And if you didn't subscribe or smash the like button for Southwest Jeff CPNI, now is the time. And if you decided that you want to hear a little bit of drama about the state of California and a guy who's addicted to White Claw, I sincerely hope that you join us over at Predator Catcher Drama and News.
Yes, it's a great channel. In fact, it's all head over there. Is it a premiere or is it a live or?
No, it's a live with Cat Eyes. She's gonna talk about our friend from Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Dude, don't just assume, Jeff. It could be so many people other than Ta. There's literally so many people it could be. Right, Edward?
It could be. That's right.
Absolutely.
Edward's so sick of my shit. He's like, Ray, get the fuck out. All right, I'll see myself out. Ed, I'll watch your live with cat eyes. Later, guys. Bye.
See you over there. Hey, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and end this in about a minute. If you guys can spam Predcatcher News and Drama's channel, and we'll all head over there.
And P.D.F, hey, nice talking with you. And I'll come up here and I'll go to your channel and talk to you again.
I appreciate it, man. Like I say, I've exposed. I do a lot of like the news stories, and I'm not that good at it. I don't know how to edit. You know what I mean? I live in the woods, down here around the Gator Pit. But my page, like I say, I don't really make much on it. If I'm lucky, I'll make $100 in a month. But I like telling the stories. I like exposing this stuff because all I'm really doing is documenting for the future what's happening to us today.
Absolutely.
I don't feel like I'm really changing anything. And they say, well, why do you keep doing it? I said, because why don't you?
Right.
So that's what I do. I got shitloads.
Well, I'm leading off with News Now Houston, since he got convicted today. He hadn't been. When's his sentencing? Do you know?
I thought he got sentenced to 20 years without parole already.
No, he got they just found him guilty today.
I know it, but someone said he had already been sentenced.
I haven't seen that. I can't find a news article on that.
I haven't found a news article.
Edward, he got 20 years with no parole.
You know Frog, the channel Frog, across the pond?
I don't think so.
It's a channel called Frog. He's like a troll channel, but not really. But he is. But he ain't. But he is. But anyhow, like I say, I get along with some of the trolls, and some of them I don't. But if they say I supported Rat, they're full of shit. That's all I can say. And Gomez and or Aaron Cox and them, their whole little group, I'm slowly disintegrating them one at a time. I took out their 2 top dogs last week, Authority Chick and Asmir Audits. Both their channels are gone. Period. They ain't coming back. And I'm going to take out the rest of them because that's what I do. I've been at it for over 10 years. My name used to be called, I was called Mega Violated. And I always tell everybody, do you remember Mega Violated? And they say no. And I say, you know why? And they say, why? I said, because they're all gone. And I will destroy the rest of them by letting them destroy themselves. I don't do anything against terms of service. I do everything legally and lawfully. And I will help them to get rid of themselves, so to speak. 2 top dogs of the Dirty Diaper Show, gone. The boy up in Canada, they want to put my wife's pictures out here. They want to put out death certificates of my wife, my phone number. All the crap they do to me is fine. Keep doing it, because I'm coming to get you, boy. You next, Toothless. Mark my words. I'm back quiet. Y'all have a good day. Better tomorrow.
Hey, bro.
Peace out, everybody. Go over to Predator Catchers News and Drama, if you would, please.
Yeah, if you're headed over there, just tell them I'll be there very, very shortly. I'm just
You got a link in the page on YouTube?
Don't forget my wrench. I begged for it on air.
Yeah, once you type in the room, I got you. If you type in Predcatchers News and Drama, it'll be the first one that comes up. If somebody could, they're putting it in the chat, all over the chat.
Yes, spam it.
So I'm gonna leave here and go back to YouTube, and then I can click on it and go from there.
Appreciate it.
Good talking to you, man.
You
Y'all
too, bro.
be safe.
You too. Thank you, guys. See ya. All right, chat. See you over there. Take care, and I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate it, and donations and everything. God bless you. See you over at Ed's channel.